Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel for some more space exploration. So let's see, recently what have I been doing? Well, in the last episode, I think was it the last stream? I was setting up the all of this no, it was ages ago that I set up the biological sciences around here. Well, I've come back up here into space again to get these finished up and working properly. As you can see now down here, I've got a decent supply of all of the different inputs coming in for the level 2 space science. So that's working really nicely. They're all flowing over here. This station is gradually filling up, so that's working quite well. I've come down here, as I say, and I've sort of topped up all the machines that weren't running quickly enough. So let's see, around here, yeah, I put in some more of these, making the mechanical data, possibly some more of these, and so on. Just basically topping everything up so that the data is flowing through fast enough for the computers to not run out of stuff. So that's going quite well. I also nipped up here and I've set up all the inputs now here. So these are, well, we've got the tier 1s coming in. The tier 2s, I've not made enough of them yet, but it's getting there. And then up here we've got all the different inputs coming in. So we've got the Vitamelange extract and the bioscrubbers, I think. And all of that's being fed down into these machines over here. So we're doing the normal sort of making the insights over here and then pumping everything up with the significant data over here to get everything flowing through. I think all of these green insights were made before when I had all of the old system running over here on this side of the base, and so I've carried those over by hand and loaded them into the system here to get it up and running while I wait for the tier 2 modules to come, tier 2 catalogs to come in, so we can research them here. So this is all going pretty well, I think, and probably doesn't need touching. At this point, I can just wait for this to fill up, and we're at, how many are we at now? That one's full, 77772. So okay, we're about two-thirds, a bit more than two-thirds full now in here. And so once we get a few more through, then the train will come in and grab it and go away. So yes, hello everyone. Hi Gabrielle, I'm glad you're enjoying the stream, and Andrew. Well, I hope it's not too soon. I shall get on with things and we'll see how it goes. And anything reasonably exciting I do, I'm sure I'll also turn into a video as well. We shall see. Yes, the coronal mass ejections are interesting. I think the only place where biters are actually particularly relevant is on Norvis, because that's the only place I've gone that actually has them. And here my base is big enough that I think it's going to take some heavy damage if a coronal mass ejection comes in. So the fact that it's going to take out some of the biters as well is a pretty small mercy when it's also probably going to rip through, I don't know, my green circuit production again, and that was quite annoying. So today I had some plans, and I've talked about those a little bit in the stream description, and I'm sure if I don't do them, everyone's going to hate me and say, hey, false advertising, we've been telling you to do this for ages, get on with it. So what I've been looking at is, so there's these rumors of sort of secret plot points and things in this game that I haven't really looked into yet, just mostly because I haven't been in the right place at the right time, and I sort of just haven't bothered. I've been playing normal Factorio with it all. But if we have a look on Ganymede, one of my more distant planets, there are these funny pyramid things. And I gather that if you go inside those, you can find secrets and supplies and, well, I don't know, secrets and things and excitement and no doubt underground tunnels and dungeons. Who knows? But there's stuff in those, and that's the first step towards getting some sort of end game content that I don't really know very much about. Now, I have a sneaking suspicion they're probably going to be defended. So I've got this machine here, this electromagnetics facility, making some more ammunition for my, what do you call it, Tesla gun. So we've got like 380 of those. So I've now got a good supply of ammunition for that. My thruster suit isn't armed at all at the moment, but I do have these 5 laser defenses that I can shove in it instead of. I'll probably take out some of the jetpacks and the roboports and just accept I'm going to be a bit slower while I'm armed with that. And I've got two of the ablative armor Mark IIIs as well, so that gives me a quantity of extra health. So hopefully that'll be sufficient. I guess we'll see how it goes. So that means I need to go back down to my planet, back down to Norvis to get a rocket over to Ganymede. So here's the spaceship that I was messing around with in the last stream. It now, as you can see, it's expanded a bit and gone into it's now a bit of a funny shape. So I put in some extra tanks, some extra engines, so it flies a bit faster. There's a generator down here to produce power to run everything in the spaceship. So hopefully thing is, I don't know how fast it'll actually go. I did do a little bit of testing on the way up here, and it appears that to actually fly all the way to Ganymede will take, what was it? I think it was something like an hour and a bit. So I'm not going to do that because that's silly. But yeah, to get to Ganymede would take about an hour at maximum speed. So that's a bit much. More interestingly, to get to some of the more local planets, let's see if we can get some distant times for those. Now, Norvis is going to be really quick. That's 6 seconds because I'm already in orbit around that planet, so it's really close. But if I wanted to go to, say, Tulip, because I've got stuff there, that's only 4 minutes. That's quite reasonable. So I think I might actually start using the spaceships a bit for things like that. And I'm also thinking that I'm going to go off to one of the oily planets, one of these ones, and set up some sort of massive fuel processing facility on those, and then use that to ship enormous quantities of fuel from the planet up into orbit. And that will allow me to then have some sort of orbital refueling system. I can start shipping rocket fuel around the solar system as well, and that I think will hopefully make spaceships a viable strategy. But we'll wait and see. That's quite a bit further on in my plans, but I'm just talking about it because it's things I'm thinking of. So I'm going to go to Ganymede, but I'm not going to go by spaceship. I'll use the spaceship to get me back down to Norvis though, and I'm just trying to think if there's anything I want to take with me while I go down there. Any random junk that's built up in any of the anything around here. Well, I'll take all of. Oh, a smaller moon. That's an idea. Yeah, so I'll have a look at the size of the various places that the oil comes from and decide which is going to be the most efficient to launch from. So I've got personal logistics turned off, so I can shove all of that back in there and get rid of it, and those, because these are things I can't use down on the ground anyway. So there's no point in even taking them with me. Yes, Myokin does also have a pyramid thing, but I don't really have any desire to go to Myokin. Whereas if I go to Ganymede, I can fix up a load of stuff that I've been wanting to do for a while. So it's sort of there's two good reasons to go there, basically. Can I put this back in here? Yes, I probably can. I'll hang on to that. Actually, I'm going to take some more of the spaceship flooring, because I think that's going to be very useful. And then yes, I was going to pick up all of this stuff. I probably should go through here and see if there's any, yeah, like that stuff that's only useful on the back down on the ground. There's no point in having that up here. I'll take them down and recycle them as well. Okay, that'll do. I don't want to spend all my time faffing around trying to decide how to tidy up and what stuff I need. So I'm going to attempt to actually get into my spaceship. There we go. And then we'll fly back down to Norvis and have a look around there. Blip, blip, whoop. There we go. And set off by flying. One thing I did notice last time I used this was that the generator down here and the accumulators, yeah, they're not enough to work both the laser turrets and the engines at the same time. So whenever the laser turrets fire, the everything else stops. Now I think it's about there. I want to touchdown. The problem is I keep mislining up with the with these things. So let's put it. Oh yeah, I got it in the right place. That makes a nice change. It's difficult to line up the pipe and the internal pipe because you can't actually see until you've, actually touched down. So what I want to do here is forget about that for now. So I've got this rocket here, which I believe I've programmed, yes, to go to Ganymede. So it's fueling up, but it's taking forever. Okay, this may be a long process unless I'm going to go over somewhere else and get some rocket fuel from the other side of the base and bring it back over. That's a pain. In fact, looking at it, it's a problem because there isn't any rocket fuel coming through. So let's pick up some of that and just shove it straight in here. So that'll get some rocket fuel flowing. I need to... The problem I have is that all the rocket fuel for this area up here comes from this vulcanite drop-off, which comes from this vulcanite supply here. And it's a bit pathetic. It looks like, are these cutting in and out, or are they just running slowly? Either way, there's not very much vulcanite coming through here, So there's 17,000 in these, which isn't really enough. So it's taking a long time to actually get any of that coming through. Markers at the corners. That's a good idea. It'd be an even better idea if my spaceship didn't keep changing size and shape, because I keep tweaking it and modifying it, because it's still very prototype and beta. But yeah, that's a good suggestion. I shall definitely remember that one for soonish. So it's going to take a while for that to fill up. And what I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to get a train to go to do a vulcanite run now. Go here. Inactivity. Sure, 5 seconds will be fine. Or no. Or a long time has passed, like that. So that, like that. So that'll get it to go there and fill up a decent amount. Yeah, clamps are the long-term solution, but I'm not really ready for that just yet. It's vulcanite pickup, vulcanite pickup, vulcanite drop base. Yeah, that one. Until empty. Yeah, so that's good, but I'm definitely not quite ready for that just yet. So, but it'll come. So while that's happening, I need to plan all of the things I need to take with me for some improvements on Myokin. So the first thing I know that I need is going to be another nuclear power plant, because I don't have remotely enough, not Myokin, Ganymede. I don't have remotely enough power up there when everything kicks in, and I'm going to start using more. So let's take that, and I can put that blueprint in one of these requester chests with this mod. I think it's been a little while since I've done this. That one. And where did the blueprint go? Is it that one? No, that's the spaceship. I've lost the blueprint. let's do that again with a bit less fail this time. Right. Copy that. Create blueprint. Put blueprint there, I suppose. Let's put the blueprint there for now, so I don't lose it again. Right, now I want to put the blueprint into here. So we do that. That's this blueprint goes there. Right, and hopefully, yeah, that'll probably all fit in the chest in one go, I think. That should be all right. So leave the box to bring that over. The next thing I'm going to need is the stuff for a load of mines. So I've got one mine here. Yes, solar panels do work in spaceships, I discovered. I tried testing that, and they do work. So I think I'm probably going to be replacing the fuel generators with some solar panels at some point, because that definitely works. So I've got my little mine here. I want to have another one here, 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 probably here, and maybe even down here. Oh, and there's another patch up there. So I'll run a rail down from here down this way, and off that one I can get that one, and that one, and maybe even that one as well. And I can get this one from this rail as well. So that's going to mean I'm going to need 2, 3, 4, 5 mines, should we call it? So I'm going to take a copy of this one. Now this isn't that big a mine, so it may well not be enough. But I'll take that blueprint for now. I think I've just lost it again. It's really hard to keep hold of blueprints when you're trying to do stuff. Right, okay, so we've got it there. I can't put it in my I can't put it in my Yes, I need a lot of vulcanite. So if we have a look at the system up here, a train has just arrived, so there's a load flowing through here. Yeah, we've got all this vulcanite pouring in. But the problem is we've got 2 blue belts worth of vulcanite going into my processing facility here, and we've got 4 yellow belts that aren't even full of vulcanite coming out of this one mine. So there's not remotely enough vulcanite. The vulcanite is dribbling through at a slow rate. It takes forever to fill a rocket up. It takes forever to fill a rocket up. It doesn't produce enough to produce the fuel as well, or it does produce enough to do the fuel as well. But again, it takes a long time to fill it all up. So that's not good enough. So my plan is to get more vulcanite coming in, because I reckon this processing facility is probably big enough. It's just not being fed well enough. And then, so more mines should deal with that. And then I'm going to replace these with ones that run off oil. And I think that should solve all of the problems. That's the hope. Let's try the okay, so can I put that in there? Yes, I can. So I can put that right. So you're saying if I now go back to Norvis and go to this chest and say logistics manager, I can hopefully put this in there. No, it doesn't. It doesn't work from satellite mode, which is frustrating. I can't put it in there either. However, maybe if I drop back out of satellite mode, I think if I do a paste, yes, there we go. I've got it as a blueprint now, so I can take it from I can take it from there, like this. So I just need to paste it again. That's basically the answer to it. And I'm going to want to be able to make these mines quite a lot bigger. So I'm going to make that 300. I'm going to make. Oh well, please tell me I've turned these off. Oh no. No, no, no. Oh, phooey. Right. So the problem I keep having with this. Oh, wait. What's going on here? Oh, it's got smarter. The mod has upgraded and got significantly smarter. That's nice. So the problem I always used to have was that whenever you one second, get rid of that. Whenever you put a blueprint into one of these, it would summon the stuff in, and then you'd be left with the logistics requests, and none of it would unload. And if you were unloading at the same time, then the demands would get high. No, I was wrong. Actually, I was wrong. I was right the first time. It hasn't been improved. So what I've done here is accidentally overloaded all of this with many times what I wanted. So we're going to have a lot more of what of all the parts I wanted. So maybe we'll be making 3 nuclear power plants while we're down there. That's annoying. So what I need to do is I need to turn that off. I'm going to copy that to there and there. And drastically increase this number of belts as well. Yeah, I'll do. So the problem is, you set up one of these chests, it summons all of the stuff it thinks it needs, but if you forget to set the inserter to stop inserting from there, then all of that stuff gets put into the rocket and it requests more copies of it. So you end up with multiple times the amount of stuff you expected to want. So yeah, this is a bit crap. Most of this isn't too bad actually. We've got pipes still coming in, so we've got more of those. That's okay. We've got twice as many of those as I need, and we've got a lot more of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I don't need those. I don't need that. The rest of it is all okay though. Thanks, Andrew. I might need it. We shall see how things go when I get there. Right, whitelist on that one, and these ones as well. Okay, so we can leave that filling up. These are summoning all of the things I've told them to ask for. I don't know why I've got 4 of those in here. Probably because that's just what the thing carries. Right, I think that should basically be okay. Once these calm down a little bit, I can start actually loading all the stuff into the rocket, and then start sort of kind of being ready, or getting close to being ready. As long as I'm not the only one who's having trouble, that's what matters. So, let's see. Oh, I can grab a load of belts from here. That's going to speed that up a bit. Put all of those in there. This spaceship floor, I probably shouldn't have brought it down here with me. Let's put that in. Let's put all the spaceship parts in a spaceship chest over here, because I'm not going to need those on Ganymede. I don't need these extra. What's the name? What's the word I'm looking for? Extra nuclear power plant parts. I'll get rid of those as well. Now we're just, waiting for all the stuff. So as you can see, the system basically works. All of the stuff is now turning up that I need for this rocket to take me off to Ganymede. I do need a cargo rocket pod in here though. Let's take one of these, put it in there. There we go. That's the rocket built. Still not fueled though. It's only at half fuel. That's a bit terrible. Okay, while we're waiting, let's have a look at Ganymede. Where is it? There it is, Ganymede. Yeah, the spaceship was a nice sort of symmetrical wedge shape originally. Then I added in some extra bits just to make it work, and then it just sort of got a little bit ugly, and I haven't tidied it up yet because I know that I'm going to carry on needing to make changes. So there's not really any point. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to need a load of rail as well to get out there. So I've got a bit in this train. How much have we got? I've got 1,000 in there actually. That's quite a lot already. How much have we got down here? There's 1,200 belts there as well. That's going to get, and oh, there's quite a lot of heat pipes. In fact, there's a lot of nuclear power plant stuff here. Maybe I'll bring some back with me. um, oh, one of these rockets is going. Excellent. It's about time too. That's presumably going to, well, it's either going to Norvis or it's going to Norvis orbit, I think, because those are the main places that get through, the places that get through significant amounts of vulcanite. There's no more rail than that 1,000 though, so let's also have some rail summoned. Let's see if that rocket is coming here. To here. Yes, it did. Here, it actually landed properly for once. That makes a nice change. There is a bit of, yeah. The rocket. The problem with rockets from Ganymede is the further the rocket flies, the more likely it is to have an oopsie on when it lands and crash and burn on the landing pad and just scatter vulcanite all over the surrounding area. And then we have to wait ages for the robots to pick it all back up again. But I'm happy to say that didn't happen this time. Train signals. That's an excellent point. I think there were some up here. Yeah, there's 25, 35, 25 normal and 10 chain up here. So that's enough that I could just about get it all set up. But yeah, get to bring some more is an excellent idea. Let's do that. So let's go in here. We'll say, actually, I want you to make that 50. I'm not going to need. Oh, let's get some more chain signals as well because they're bound to come in. I'm bound to regret it if I don't, basically. Yeah, let's make that 200. I've got 81 rail. Let's make that another 1,000, and we can then we're gonna get all this stuff filled up and get things going. How's this doing? So right, that one's done except for the offshore pumps, which apparently I make by hand. So we'll need to so if I set that to now over to blacklist, this is going to start, as you can see, passing all of the stuff that's in this chest into the rocket, getting that loaded up. So that's good. That's working well. Then we've got all these other chests that are conveniently hidden behind the rocket, like this one. Now this is waiting for those things, which I happen to know are all waiting for. Those are all part of LTN stations, so those don't matter that they're missing. That's fine. Power poles is a good call. I've got a load in there, but given I've been saying I'm going to make these mines bigger, yeah, let's have a load more of those. That's a very good. Yeah, that's a very good call. I've got lots of miners. I'm going to put more miners in some of the other ones though, because I know the 300 just isn't going to be. Maybe it is actually. I think I've already increased that, so I think 300 will be enough. So yeah, I think this is probably enough for the mines. It is, yeah. Oh, that's a thought. Shopping list, yes, because I've got all of these combinators set up with things I often want to take with me. So here we've got lots of blue belts. I don't care about blue belts because I'm setting up mines. The processing facility is already okay. One thing I do need to check actually is my shopping list in my to-do list and have a bit of a look at the base itself to see if there's anything obviously missing. So those are all things for basically processing stuff. So that's fine. I don't care about any of that. Launch and landing pads. I think we're all okay out there at the moment. Belts and tray and stuff. That's probably all right. I've got all of the inserters because they were part of the blueprints. That's similar. Similar chests. Probably got enough chests, I think. I don't think I need any more trains. Actually, let's take out some train parts. I've got enough to build at least another couple of trains on that planet because I don't know how many I've got it set up for at the moment. So okay, 12 of those, and 4 of those is wrong because I'm pretty sure it's only what single locomotive trains on for other planets. But I'm going to take 4 anyway, just in case. Okay, so that's that gone through. Next thing, to-do list. Right, Ganymede. So I need some power poles for the meteor defense. Yes, I know about that. Oh, I want to take some more meteor defense cannons with me because it's suffered a little bit. So let's chuck a couple of those in, and they come under defenses, I think. So yeah, meteor defense installations. Let's take another 4 of those. I've got plenty of power poles. I increased that on another one, but let's increase it here as well because you can never have too many, and I know that's the thing I'm short of. I need to put in. I need an extra turbine for repairing an area after a meteorite strike. I think I end up with. Yeah, I've got loads of turbines there. That's more than one nuclear power plant's worth, so that's fine. It's more than I need, but I don't care. Um, then there's more rocket. Yeah. Oh, rocket. Yes, rocket fuel processing machines, fuel processors machines. Vulcanite mines I've got, nuclear plant, that's fine. Rails, drills, power poles, belts, I've got all of those. The etc.'s you're reminding me about, so that should be alright. But yeah, I need a load of fuel refineries. Now, I don't know if fuel refineries are a thing. Are you empty? Oh, I've done it again. That's why there's too much of everything in there. Stop it. In fact, better idea, pull it up. I'm really bad at that. Right, so the other thing I wanted was fuel refineries. That's going to be in production, and it's those ones. And I'm going to want 30 because it's a lot of fuel that I need, and I'm going to be processing a lot of that through. Oh, and that reminds me. Yes, if I'm going to be doing fuel, then I'm going to need to take a load of oil refineries. 10 is probably enough, and a load of chemical plants. 20 is probably enough. Now, I think there might be a load of these out there already, but I'd rather have too many than too few, and I can bring some of this stuff back with me if I need to anyway. So that's probably fine. But in that case, I better pack out some more pipes as well, because I always run out of pipes otherwise, and making them on site is a pain in the butt because they're, especially the underground ones, because they just take forever to make, because you have to make so many normal pipes in order to make underground pipes that it's just frustrating. Right. So, how are we doing? This one. Still waiting for yellow belts. Great. That was this one, wasn't it? Yeah. This one isn't relevant. This one also waiting for yellow belts and mining drills. The mining drills are going to be a problem, I think. I don't have anything like enough of those being made. Okay. I hope this isn't going to be a thing that takes forever to actually get working, because it's. I know it's going to take a long time to actually fuel this rocket up. We're at 217,000 now. Now, what happened to that vulcanite I requested? I mean, it's not there. Did a train come in and pick it up and drop it off there, and I only got like 10,000 fuel, 1,000 fuel out of it? Surely not. And we're down to 9,000 here, so I think it probably did. The train definitely picked it up and took it somewhere, and this is vulcanite based up north, so. Am I still making... Yeah, I am still making that into fuel. Oh. Oh, no. So all of that vulcanite has... I won't say it's been wasted, but it's been dumped... Oh, it's been dumped straight back around here. So here we go. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this train onto manual mode, and I'm going to steal all of this vulcanite, and I'm going to do the usual thing where I put down a one of them. Now, if I... Oh, I don't have any yellow belts, but that one will do. Hello, I just picked one up. Oh, inventory's full. Damn it. Oh, okay, it's placed now. Right. Okay. So now we are actually making rocket fuel again. That's good. And I've got all this vulcanite that I need to shove into these machines here. There isn't a good way of doing this, really, is there? I can put in a... I suppose the best way to do it is to put in a couple of chests and unload it from those into the machines. As usual, everything is made a bit harder by my own ineptitude. Right, they're not going to run out of vulcanite now for a good while, so that should keep them running happily until. Hopefully this is going to be enough to fuel up the rocket. I have to admit, I'm not really sure, because I know that fueling a rocket to go to Ganymede takes a lot of fuel, and I can't select it in this mode. But I don't have a feel for how much that is in train loads of vulcanite, as it were. So yeah, we're at 223,000 at the moment. But it's all taking a little while, and it's taking a while for the fuel to dribble its way up here as well. Here comes some of it. Yeah, this is all getting fed into fuel refineries anyway, so it is working. It's just going to take a while to actually fill the rocket. That said, it's also going to take a while to produce enough mining drills and belts. So I've possibly not thought this through very well. 8 vulcanite, 1 fuel, 50 liquid fuel. That sounds right, but it's sort of dumping in a chest of vulcanite. Is this going to? It's going to take a while. Is it going to actually be enough to load the rocket? I just haven't done the maths. So somewhere down here, we're making mining drills, and we're not making them very quickly, and that's been a problem before. But I thought that the last time it annoyed me, I came along here and I increased the number that would go into. I'm in the wrong bloody mode again. I increased the number that would go into the chest before it stopped making them. So where is it? It's along here somewhere. Yeah, here we go. I did, but only to 1,000. Okay, let's make that 3,000 because I do get through a lot of mining drills. So this is running, but unfortunately there's only the one machine making them. I think I might need to set up another machine to make these bloody things because this is just I'm not waiting for that to finish for that to produce them all one at a time. And I'm sure you guys don't want to either. And there's the same problem with yellow belts, I believe, as well. Yeah, they're just being made. Actually, there's 2,000 in here. That's a decent number. So I think yeah, maybe we're going to be getting the yellow belts flooding through it at the rate we want them. No, not that. That's the fueling stuff. Still a bit of a shortage. Let's have a look at the. So there's bots. There's not. Why isn't there? Okay, maybe is there something wrong with my roboports? Why isn't there a huge stream of bots grabbing yellow belts from here and then bringing them up to here? Yeah, they're both on the same roboport network, so that should be all right. It's not the chests are full, is it? I'm pretty sure I just looked at that. No, the chests are nowhere near full. And there's only 80 on the way, but there's 2,000. Oh, buffer chest. Thank you. Right. There we go. That'll fix that. Okay. So this one was filled up with all the fuel stuff I wanted. So I'll unset all of that and then set this to blacklist again. So that'll empty that chest. About 340, 350 hours on this save, I think. Muxgold. Yes, this is now requesting buffer chest. Right, now we've got 700 on the way. Much better. That's much more like it. Okay, and have we got rocket fuel coming in? We should, yeah. We've got rocket fuel coming in slowly. Is it getting eaten up by something else? No, this isn't taking it. I guess it's just this whole area is a mess. I know. Don't at me, as they say. I think this slightly healthier stream that's coming down here now is from when I've dumped in all that vulcanite, and that's starting to actually work. So let's have a look down here. Yeah, these have still got 2.8 thousand each in. So that's used up about a quarter of the stuff that I chucked in them. So that's going pretty well. So hopefully we'll start to get some more of the fuel flowing through. So we're currently. It's only 500,000. That's less than I thought for some reason. So we need 250,000 to come through. So if you're right, that's 200. That's 5,000. 250,000 fuel is 5,000 fuel items, which is then going to be 40,000 vulcanite. That's a lot of vulcanite. This is why I don't go to Ganymede very often. Tis a silly place, and tis a difficult place to get to. More importantly, put in a couple more of these, and then I'll go and have a think about something else. There must be... Oh. There must be other stuff on Norvis that I want to do while I'm waiting for this to fill up. I can't think what it is off the top of my head, but I'm sure there is going to be stuff. All right, there we go. That'll have to do. It's all the vulcanite that was in the train. Right, get lost. Okay, so this is why I have a to-do list. Norvis. Currently, so memory card substrate production. That was something I wanted to beacon. Right. That makes a certain sense because up here we've got the substrates being produced. Oh, I've done that. Okay, I forgot I'd done that. So yeah, this is supposed to be running this with full beacons on everything, so I can get a bit more stuff pushed through. So let's tick that off. More oil. I did that to an extent. I wonder if it's been enough. Oh, and that reminds me, that was something else I wanted to do, was go over here, and put in some pumps along these tanks. So at the moment, yeah, this tank at the end here is empty. This tank is half full. So we're probably not even trying to summon a train, because we've got, it's actually minus 123,000. Summon on minus 250. Yeah, so we're not even trying to summon a train, even though there's a distinct shortage of oil in my tanks here, because it's just not getting pumped out usefully because of the length of this chain of tanks, which is a bit ridiculous. So what I'm going to do is head over there with a load of pumps, which hopefully I have in my inventory. Yes, I do, and get that to run a bit more efficiently and effectively. And then once that's going, I shall have a think about whether I also need to have a set of what do we call it? Another oil mine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in a pump here like that, and obviously link it to there and give it power, and then run an underground belt like this, and I suppose to here. Then we can do this sort of malarkey and link. Oh no, that's all right. No, that's as it should be. And then put that in there so we can pump the oil through a bit more effectively. I'm also going to put in. Do I have underground belts? I have underground belts. I'm going to do the same in the middle as well, because this is going to be fine for emptying these tanks out at the end here. In fact, let's link those up like that. But it's not going to empty them in the middle quite as well. So let's do that and put in an underground belt like that. Then I can have a pipe going up there and some more underground pipes coming over this way, and pump more oil through that way. I said pump, not just place. Then pump more oil through like that. And that should help me empty the station a lot more evenly. As you can see now, it's much better. Yeah, we don't have a perfect even spread across the tanks, but then we wouldn't because of where we started. But now we don't have thousands and thousands and thousands at a half full tank at this end and an empty one at this end. So that has now immediately summoned another train. So I think this is going to help a lot, because we're not just trying to drag all of the oil through that through that one little pipe. So the question that brings then is, are my oil mines going to be able to keep up with that? And I put in a new one fairly recent. Oh, it was up here, this one. So how are you doing? You're 13,000 per tank. That's going okay. I could potentially come out here, fill this up with speed modules, but I suspect that's going to cause power issues, because that will just massively increase the power consumption of it. I do have other oil mines, so there's one here, that where all of these pumps have basically run out. So I've just crammed them full of speed modules, so they're pumping as hard as they can, and they've actually managed to fill the station up completely. So that's going well. There's loads of oil here to recover. And I think there's another one up here, somewhere it used to be front lines. Yeah, here we go. Another one where again I've come out and put speed modules in to make them go a bit faster, because the tanks, the wells are nearly empty, and now we've got sort of 16k across the board here. So that's that's going okay. I think. Oh, another one down here. So yeah, oil supply seems to be okay. It's just the oil logistics in this particular area that were causing issues. And I think that's what's causing the shortage of plastic that's coming out here. Because as you can see by the flickering that we're getting here, there's not enough petroleum gas, not by a long shot, in these pipes. And some of it, sure, is being made by coal liquefaction up here. So we are making quite a bit of petroleum gas, but it's not as much as we need. So instead, I'm trying to refine as much of it as I can out of the oil along here and out here, but it's just not keeping up because these. I was going to say because these oil pipes are empty, but they're not. It's just, I don't know. I'm not sure why it's not keeping up. Maybe I am just trying to use the petroleum gas faster than I'm making it, and I just need more oil refineries down here or more coal refineries. Um, these are all mostly running flat out. Why are you not running? Oh, you are. Why are you not running, rather? Because there's an underground pipe missing because there's a water pipe there. Great. Okay, so maybe I should go in and debug things like that and just make sure everything's running. But mostly it seems to be okay. There's just a few little glitches here and there. Um, right, this one. Why is this one not running? It's full of heavy oil because again there's a water pipe in the way. Right, so I could, yeah, let's do a little bit of debugging of that. Fix up some of these water pipes and make sure that's not causing those sort of problems. Why are you not running? Because you're full of light oil. Okay. So what we need to do is link this. I've got a massive light oil deproduction facility over here, but for some reason that one isn't linked into it. So we're just running on a small handful of chemical plants that just can't keep up. So let's link that one in first. Yikes, that train comes in quickly. I'll try and stay out of the way of that one. And then we can run a pipe like this. It's ugly, but it will hopefully work. Yes, these have all kicked in now. So these are all running. These are all running. This one isn't. This must be the first one that's having the that water pipe issue. So if I pull up that pipe and put it there and there, I can then put that there and this. Yes, that's fixed. Should have fixed that. Yep, that's running. Those are all good. This one isn't. So yeah, this is the one with the heavy oil coming out of it. So if I pull up that pipe, put it in there, and then put that there, then that's happy again. This one, again, same problem. Put that there, and there. Are you working? Yep, you're okay. This is a sort of debugging and sort of quality control I probably should have done ages and ages ago, but I didn't. So yeah, oops. And then we've got this massive column here that I've hugely overbuilt, especially the heavy to light one, because I always forget which one it is you need more of. So I've just built a massive contraption there, and that can rip through all of the excess light oil and heavy oil and turn it all into petroleum gas. And there's now 4,000 in this tank. It seems to be slightly better. If we look down here, there's still approximately none though, so it's an improvement, but it's not enough by a long shot. So I think that's not something I want to really do on stream because it's not enormously exciting. I think that's probably going to be best waiting for later when I can just sort of rip things apart and put more stuff in. I'll just do it all by and get it done. So okay, we're up to about 300,000 now. So that's a fifth of what I was trying to, a bit more than a fifth actually, of what I was trying to add in. So that's coming along reasonably kindly. Oh dear, this is as I said is the reason I'm I was hoping I set this all up a few days ago, and then actually I haven't played since to tell the rocket that I wanted it to go to Ganymede with the hope that it would then pick up enough fuel so I'd be able to jump into this stream and be ready to go. But unfortunately, it hasn't really worked because the rocket fuel wasn't coming in because I'd broken the supply elsewhere. So this is going to be a bit of a wait. But while it's going, I suppose I can look at these chests. I can make sure these are loading up properly. That one is now full, so I can remove all of this nonsense from here. And it's not like the other nice thing is it's not like when I was trying to program it for the a lot of the big processing facilities I've been putting out on some of the other planets for the exotic materials, where the blueprint was far too big for a chest. These ones actually seem to fit, which is nice. Was it that one? Yes, it was that one. So you are now to switch over to a blacklist and just empty everything across. I'll put that one back over. I'll put these all over to whitelist before I forget, because I know I will otherwise. Okay, that's good. So this one is the next one, and that is, oh no, that's not got enough drills yet. It's got 100, 200, 200 almost 250. And that one is presumably also short of drills? Yes, that one's only got 150. Oh, and that's missing a load of other stuff. So the best thing to do here, that's 801. If I get rid of that and that, all of the things that have got enough of, yeah, I then need to head over there really and to do this manually, I think. So I can that one did fill up because I ordered some big things like the meteorite cannon things. They're quite a lot bigger, so there isn't room for, obviously isn't as, each one takes up a whole stack all by itself. So if I come over here and go, well, I've taken out those, so I can grab them from here. I've taken out, I can't remember what else I took out. Train stuff, so I can grab all of that. We've got all the railway I've ordered, so I can grab that, and I've got all the belts I ordered. So all of this can now be just shoved in here manually. This works. It's a bit of a dirty workaround for this sort of thing, but it does work. So I'm not going to feel too guilty about it. And the nice thing about rockets is they have oodles and oodles of space in them. It's a full 500 stacks. There's loads and loads of space. And I can. Oh, there's a load of miners in here. That's going to help. So this is asking for 300. It's got 150. 200, 200, 300, 350. This one's got, yeah, okay. So with this, I can call I can call that done, I think. So that's got that's got everything it needs now. I think I'm nearly there then in that case, apart from the fuel. And this one also is only miners that it was waiting for. So you empty, you empty. You are already something else. And I'll put the spare miners I've also got in here as well. I might as well take them out with me. Okay, good. That should be everything I need, I think. I think I've gone through all of the things that I was thinking of. So now it really is just the fuel that's left. Yeah, people keep talking to me about the large area miners. I've not switched over to them, and there's a number of reasons, or there's a number of thoughts around that. One of the things is that I haven't bothered because I haven't needed to. One is that as you say, they're no faster. So normally I want to rip the resources out of the ground as quickly as I can. So a large area miner, yes, technically you don't need to put as much stuff down. It can reach out a bit further and so on, but it doesn't produce the resources quickly. So that's probably worse. And also, I haven't upgraded to the latest release of space exploration, which requires large area miners for some of the harder resources, which I think is iridium and the deep space one, Naquium or whatever it's called. So no, I'm just using the standard miners. They've done me proud. I've got a decent number of bots. I've got the roboports that I'm going to need when I go out there. I've got some spare miscellanea in my inventory. Oh, I think I want some more underground and splitters, because I'm probably going to use them at least a bit in the mines for balancers and whatnot. So we're going to need yellow underground belts. I'd like 300 of those, please, and let's say 300 splitters as well. And let's turn that one off for now while all the stuff comes in. Yeah, I did consider productivity modules, but power is already a little bit of a concern over there. And yeah, it seems to come out of the ground sufficiently quickly that it's not too much of a concern. And there's a huge number of patches scattered around all over the place. So looking at Ganymede again, I've got this one here which has 13 million left in it, and all of my vulcanite supplies come from here. There's a 19 million over there. There's 17 there, 12, and 8.6. So there's and oh, and another one up here, another 10 up here. So there is a lot of vulcanite around. So I don't think I'm too worried about risking running out of these patches. I'm just going to let it rip and just pull up everything I can, and not use productivity modules, because then I can be a bit lazier about power and stuff like that. As it is, I'm not quite sure where I'm going to put my next nuclear power plant. Probably here. Right. So how are we doing? 350. Okay, or nearly 350. So it's done 2/5 of what needs to be done. Right. Well, that is a lot of the stuff that I've been looking at. Uh, what else is worth doing while I'm here? I mean, I could consider more mines. I think I'm basically okay down here for ore supplies though. Um, I mean, there are copper trains running in and keeping the place filled up, but it was already well, the belts were already full, the chests weren't. What's going on here? Oh, this is iron ore is a shortage. Yeah, to-do list is very useful. It's somewhere to note things down when I realise I've forgotten something. Okay, so apparently, hang on, how can I be short of iron? I went out and put loads of iron mines in a previous, fairly recently, I think. Like this one here that has already ripped up half that most of that patch, and turned it into lots of little ones. This one here, why isn't there iron being brought from here? 240 stacks. That's right, isn't it? It's 40 per train. Sorry, 40 per wagon times 6. That's 240. So that's set correctly. There's 86,000 in here. So that should be summoning a train to pick up the iron. I don't know why it isn't. This one is, even though it's struggling a little bit. Hmm. And there's this one down here as well. That's got a full station as well. I can't see this combinator here to make sure that the settings are the same, but I think they're all the same. Hmm. I'm not sure why I'm not sure why it's using this station quite so hard, and why we seem to have a shortage. Unless it's just that it's being pulled through so quickly. No, I don't think it should be. I don't think it's that. That's a bit of a puzzle. I'm gonna head down there and have a look at those stations and see if I can work out why they don't seem to be getting trains. Because the smelting station definitely works. That's pulling trains in there. Where are you going? That's not you. It must be going here to this smeltery over here. Because that's the only reason I can think of for an iron ore train to be coming this way. Yeah, and I don't really want stuff to go in here. I mean, I do want these to be full because they're my emergency backup, but I don't really want ore to be going that way if it's not needed. Okay, so let's see. This station here, okay, it's got ore coming in now, so that has worked. Let's have a look at the other iron ore stations and see. Why is my chat disconnected? What's going on? It's not like anyone was spamming in it or anything like that. Okay, if you're saying anything, I might be about to miss it because apparently my chat is disconnected in YouTube. But hopefully that'll recover quite quickly. Yeah, these stations don't look quite as happy as I would like them to. So let's go down and have a look at them. Where were they? Oh, there we go. Chat seems to be back again. Hope you guys didn't. Hope you did. If you said anything important in the last few minutes, please say it again because chat went boom. All right. So on the rails again. Let's go and have a look. See what we can find. So I don't. Yeah, I've got like 3 different iron mines. I set all of them up down there. Oh, maybe. You think there might just always be trains trying to go to them? That's worth investigating. Not you. You. No, it's not yellow. There's no trains trying to get there, and there is currently minus 30,000. It should trip at minus 12. So no, it's not that. It's just an unfortunately timed save. Go away. Right. Okay. So station up here is working, as we've seen. Trains keep coming here, taking the iron away. Good. This has got. Okay, this isn't set to stack-wise. This is set to 20,000. Let's copy this to the other ones because apparently I've screwed up my stack measurements somehow, and I think that's what's causing the problems. 240 stacks and should be the same though. Paste, please. Fine, I'll do it by hand. ID 1 I believe is correct, but I'll check. Right, so what I was trying to do is take this one. So this is one that is a known good. So this is. Oh, you're right. It's set on the wrong ID, train ID, station ID. Well spotted. Thank you. Okay, now I feel silly. There we go. But at least they'll now start working. They can start summoning trains now. I better get my train out of the way, or it's just going to cause problems. Maybe I didn't really need to come down here. Now I'm trying to think if I have any other iron mines that I've set up recently, or any other mines in general that I've set up recently that might also be wrong. This was a recent one. No, that's on 8. That's good. I'm not sure what else I've set up recently. Because I feel like I probably would have copied and pasted that from somewhere. So that makes me worry that somewhere else is wrong. Like here? No, that one's good. That one's obviously good because it's running. Oh, I'm paranoid now. Oh well. I guess I've solved. Yeah, the network down here should be 8. I think the one in space is 1. So I'm only really using one network, but I deliberately gave it a number to make sure that it was to make sure that it was sort of programmed and there was something was set so that if I did decide I wanted more networks in the future, then I'd be able to set them up without having to go around and reprogram every single station, which I had to in my Angel Bobs run, and that was extremely frustrating. Right, let's have another look at that rocket. What now to have faffed around with something else for a bit. 387. Oh, what time is it? Am I going to get a chance to do the? Oh, it's only 8:30. I should get a chance to do this evening. Oof, it's hot in here. All right. So yeah, if I keep going quiet, I apologise. It's because I'm trying to throw as much water as I can down my throat in order to stop me dehydrating and to keep me able to talk. And if you can hear a fan in the background, then I apologise for that as well. But there's not a huge amount I can do about it. Oh, I remember something I was going to do. I was going to get my ammo train fitted with an artillery wagon, so that it can, so that whenever it goes out to drop off some extra extra ammunition for anywhere that needs it, it can also blow up some biter nests nearby at the same time. Now, how I'm going to do this is an interesting. I think it's going to have to come in up here, and I'm going to need to put in another station for it. Okay, that's an interesting way of yeah, that makes sense. So I don't want to put it there. About there, maybe. Ammo train artillery. So now if I find my ammo train again, wherever it is, down. Wait, it's over here, doesn't it? Yep, that one. I say I also want you to go to the ammo train artillery. That's a terrible station name. Wait there for an activity, and we'll put that in before green ammo pickup, I think. So go there. and then it'll come. So it'll fill up with that. Then it'll come down to green ammo pickup, fill up with green ammo, and just wait there as it was before. Yeah, I think that's fine. Now I need that train to arrive here, and then run this belt, which I don't have any of because I put them all into the into the rocket. In fact, let's. Oh, I don't want to turn this on. I'll get a lot of stuff I don't. Actually, no. All of this stuff I do need. Yeah, we'll turn. Ah! Apparently, I was standing on the railway lines. Right. I shall now spend a few minutes running back up to the top of my base again, and feeling somewhat stupid. That's. I was going to say it's not the first time I've been run over by a train. I'm sure of it, but I've certainly not been run over by trains very often. Mostly because I'm usually flying around by jetpack. But that time I was just sitting there on the track like an idiot. I thought I was standing south of the track actually, and but I'd run north a little bit in order to try and head up towards the rocket to go and pinch some in order to pinch some belts out of it, and I just didn't move quickly enough. Actually, if I stop here, which one's up? Oh, it's this one's up. If I come to here, then I can just call. I need the train to wait there for a bit longer anyway, so I'll just call that train back again and try not to fail quite so hard this time. So where is it? There it is. I want you to go temporarily to here until passenger present, and I want that to be before the ammo train artillery. And to be honest, I want you to wait there until you're full. Let's do that instead. I don't know if full's going to be good enough actually. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, I was on the wrong railway line. No, I think. I've no idea. I'll let the train work it out. Oh, we're going here instead, are we? I don't want you to go there anymore. I want you to go to there. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I thought I was off the out of the way of it, but I mean I obviously wasn't because I got run over. No, go to the station and then go to manual mode and then get out of the train and don't get run over this time. We can't read. Oh yeah. One of the funny things about the long reach mod I'm using is that whenever you die, you have to go back in and tweak the reach distance settings before it'll start working again. I mean, now it's fine. I can do things up there again, but I need to go in and do that little tweak. So I'm going to nick. I'm not going to nick one of those actually because I won't be able to. I wonder if I'm making artillery wagons. That would be convenient if I am. Bring me an artillery wagon. I am, or at least there's 4 in storage. That sounds like I probably am making them. Good. That means I can now put that there, bring this up like that, and across like this, and up to there, and then we can start loading the artillery wagon when I'm finally brought it. Oh yeah, power. Power, that one. Okay, so this, I don't, my plan with this isn't to send the ammo train out deliberately to cause trouble and blow things and try and push the biters back. The idea is that if anywhere is getting is getting attacked enough that it summons the ammo train, then presumably there are some biters in that area, and therefore it's going to be worth having the artillery turn up and blow the bejesus out of them and just deal with the problem, should we say? So if I put one of those on the back of there, that'll get loaded as these come up. We'll have the inactivity thing telling this one to go, and we should have an extra string to my bow, where bow in this case launches artillery shells rather than arrows. Okay, so you're there at the moment, that's fine, and this should be a inactivity. That. There we go. Hey Quantus, so when you say the updates, you mean some of the changes that have been made with to the space exploration mod? I've had a few of those come through myself. It's the reason I've got funny little things like down here where the mines are being made. I've got this sort of weird bypass going on with the passing the cogs up like that, and then these motors being passed out with this long thing, because the recipe for the little electric motors changed from requiring little petrol motors to just requiring cogs. So yeah, there's a lot of these weirdnesses around, and I think I've probably got them all now. I think I've probably fixed them, but I don't know. I'll probably find some more I haven't. Yeah, there's been another one fairly recently where now some of the more exotic materials require big miners in order to be able to mine them at all. So that's another fairly major change. Fortunately, it hasn't really affected me too much because I learned about it in time and haven't updated. So yeah, I'm just going to stick with this version from now on, I think, unless something really exciting appears. Hey Mark, welcome to the stream. Yes, I try again. Let me put my teeth in, as they say. Yes, so yeah, the stream yesterday I cancelled it basically because one of my friends sent me a message saying, "Hey, we're going out kayaking. Do you want to come?" And I kind of did. It was ludicrously hot yesterday as well, and going out and messing around on the water for an evening did rather appeal. So I went out there, and now my biceps hurt. So that's good. That's good fun. Uh, I think we're probably gonna try and start doing that a bit more often as well. So then I may have to do some tweaking of my stream schedule. We'll see how that goes. On the subject of streams and when they happen and when they might not happen, I should probably warn you that next week is going to be a bit quiet on the old stream front because I'm going to be off on holiday with the old family. So there won't be a Monday night stream of Industrial Revolution, or at least I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure Al and Mike aren't planning to stream together. If they do, then you can always join Al's stream on Twitch. I'm sure he'll be very very glad to have more people watching. But I won't be streaming. I'll be away climbing mountains or something. And so of course the Wednesday stream of space exploration, that won't happen either because I'll be away. I am trying to get enough videos to keep all of that running while I'm gone though. So at the moment, I've just about got enough GTA videos, so those will be going out exactly as normal. Factorio videos are a little bit more of a struggle because it seems to take more time of playing to get stuff ready to go than it used to. So it's a bit of a process trying to get the streams ready, or trying to get enough stuff done to produce the streams. Once I've got stuff to talk about, then it's really easy. I can just talk. I can talk for a bit and record it, and it doesn't take very long at all. But actually getting to that point is a fairly big process. So yeah, it's going to be there's going to be a bit of a hiatus next week. But then after that, I should be back and things should go back to normal. How are we doing with that rocket fuel? Now let's fly so I don't get run over again. uh, Close, and less than 100,000 to go. Okay, that was one of the things I was vaguely thinking that I wanted to do. Let's have a look at the plastic again now that I've put in all those pumps and we're hopefully getting stuff in a bit faster. So these tanks, they've all got they're much more evenly balanced now, which is a good thing. There is a train on its way. That's also a good thing, and that's quite a healthy stream of plastic coming out. We're still short of the petroleum gas, as I was saying, and that's something I'm going to need to go in and sort out. But as I was saying, I shall do that off stream because it's not going to be the most exciting thing in the world. But actually, that's a decent flow of plastic coming out, and we're up to 65,000 there. So actually, the plastic problem has been solved. We are making plastic faster than we're using it, and that's what matters. Over here at the rocketry stuff, let's have a. That's true. I don't expect any other rockets to launch because I'm not really doing very much in space at the moment, so I think it should be okay. What I should have done is rigged all of this up down here, because there's a better supply of solid fuel down here, much better supply of the rocket fuel happening down here. In fact, all these tanks are full, so you can see how good it is. But all of the stuff that I want to be put into the rocket, I was going to say is over here. It's not. That's not really true. It's nearer to here. I could get the bots to bring it all over, and I had all these belts that were bringing stuff up, but I didn't actually use any of this stuff in the end. So it was a bit pointless. But still, it's fairly nearly there now. So yeah, and this rocket will launch when it's full. There's a lot of space in there. This rocket will also launch when it's full. Actually, that one probably is going to launch. It only take actually it isn't because it's filling up at the same speed as the Ganymede one. That's interesting. Can I? Ooh, can I pump fuel out of this rocket? That's a thought. What if I put in an underground belt there, that there like that, and then another pump in here. There we go. Yes, I can drain this rocket because I don't care about going out to Myokin and fixing that up. Yeah, match percentages, as you say. And I can put in another pump here like that, and that way they won't match percentages. It'll just put as much into this rocket as it possibly can. I wonder if this one's going down. No, this one's still going up. It's getting pumped out of here. Okay, so we're only going to get 40,000 of that, but that's now making a big difference to this one. This one is full though. Is that fed off another different pipe? No, it's not. I don't know why that's full and this other one, why that one's full and that one isn't. Maybe it's just being possessive once it gets to full. Yeah, and I could have a rocket with a fuel to go to Ganymede, just acting as a sort of a buffer for it. But that's fine. I don't care too much about this. I mean, yes, this stuff is all needed for the space station. I get through a lot of these. I need them all, but I kind of don't care. I think this is going to be all right. Even if it runs out, even if it doesn't fuel up as quickly as it would otherwise, I don't care. Okay, 480. That's made a big difference. Now we've only got about 30,000 to go. And I've got 3 artillery shells in my inventory for some reason. Let's get rid of those. I said let's get rid of those. That's better. Let's get rid of some of these. That was the original design. So whoever was calling my spaceship ugly earlier, that was my original design that I sketched out, and then it turned out to not be big enough. So I made it a bit bigger. And oh yeah, I wanted to fit in some more fuel tanks. I think I tried putting in more than one of these warehouses, but it turned out that there wasn't enough spaceship structural rigidityness for that. So I took it back out again. Yeah, so I don't need these. These are just taking up inventory space for no good reason. Actually, I'm going to want that when I get up there. Might want that. I can redesign it. That's fine. Same with that one. I don't even know why I've got an empty deconstruction plan. I'll hang on to that one for now. Don't want wood. Don't need solar. Don't need logistics bots. I don't know where I got those from. Yeah, I'll probably do. Alright, nearly there, nearly there. Oh dear. It does occur to me, it may take an hour to fly to Ganymede, but I could potentially just have 3 or 4 ships making that route, filling up with enormous quantities of vulcanite and then just flying back again. Although I think by the time I get to that stage, I'm just going to be using core mining and getting the vulcanite I need from that, and perhaps doing core mining on Myokin as well. We'll see how that goes. Right. There's a completely dead iron mine. I could go and rip that up while I'm waiting, but I'm not sure I can be bothered. We're close enough now that I think I might just sit here and not sit here and watch it. I'm not going to be quite that boring, but just sort of stand around here and find things to talk about. I mean, maybe I should just empty another one of my rockets to get it done. But yeah, let's do that. How much do I need my space resources? Honestly, my space station resources. How much fuel have you got? You got 50,000. You need 20,000. No, I still haven't started building Spidertrons. It's a thing I keep thinking about and then just not getting round to because I get distracted by something else or just I don't know. I don't have a good excuse. It just doesn't. I just haven't. Yeah, there's no. That's basically it. I just haven't. Here we go. 501, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hurrah! It's ready. Thank goodness I didn't leave that on auto launch. I'd have had. Ha! Yeah, base tour would have been a good idea. I didn't think of that. Let's turn those back round again and just so they can just start fueling up. Right. Oh, that rocket got to go anyway. Right, get in the rocket. So this is all good. I've only sort of this actually now I've thought of something else I should do. With all of this empty space in this rocket, I sh what's that? What's oh it's making a rocket there. I thought I pushed a button that had launched my rocket when I didn't mean to. Yeah, what I should also do is I should have a look on Ganymede and see what rocket part type things we're most short of. So we've got lots of rocket parts here. In these chests we've got are these yellow chests? Yes, they are. Okay. So these are all on the logistics network. So we've got 223 stacked rocket parts, which is 1,000 rocket parts, which is enough for 10 rockets, and we've got 17 pods. So I think it's not remote killing options. It's remote building options. If I'd left a Spidertron in my space station, it could stumble around up there and build things for me while I'm down here or on Ganymede doing other stuff. Um, so it's more for for that than the killings. Right. So I'm going to empty that for starters because that was the thing I wanted. Boom, like that. Are you what? No, you go to whitelist. So I want to fill this up with stacked rocket sections. I should have thought of this earlier. I do apologise a little bit. Fill that up with those. Now that's 50 of those. That's 250. That's 2.5 rockets. So if I fill this up 3 times and then dump it into the rocket, then we'll have about the right bloody hell, 1,700 in logistics storage. Crikey. Okay, we're not going to run out of them then. Let's tell this one to do the same. So if I fill 3 of these up, then that'll be a good number of these to take with me, and we'll just see how we get on from there with the no whitelist, please. Whitelist. We'll see how we get on with the space in the rocket. Yeah, I know. I picked an arbitrarily large number that's bigger than a chest. So, but that's a good point. Yeah, I'm 10 out on all all of my estimates. Yeah, full. The thing is, even with full Roboport coverage, which is all well and good, but then when you have something like, I mean, let's look at Ganymede since I'm talking about it a lot. That's a big old area to bring Roboports to cover everything from up here to down there is going to be a lot of Roboports. And yeah, and more to the point, when you ask for something to be done over here and all your robots are over here, it's going to be about 3 days until they've flown all the way over there and sorted it out for you. And if you just slap down one way, you've got well, if I've gone to here and gone over to here, then there's going to be this gulf in between, and so the robot's going to fly out here, run out of power, and fly back again, and then it's just never going to happen. So I think using robots in that sort of way just it's not really practical. In Angel Bobs, sure, you can make the nuclear powered robots that are really really quick, and they can zip across a mega base in at a time that feels sensible. They could cross my mega base in about the time that but my bots here can get from stuff down here to stuff up here. They could get all the way across it. So yeah, great. At that point, it's fine. It works. But with the vanilla and the mostly vanilla bots, it's just not really. No, it's too slow. It just doesn't work for me, I'm afraid. And then the space station is the same sort of thing. In North Orbit, it's the same sort of thing. It's once again, it's quite spread out, and it's deliberately spread out because I know that I'm probably going to want to make some of these things bigger. Like this coolant, for example, because I left this huge gap, I was able to put down more and more and more and more and more of these chillers in a straight line without putting any actual extra thought and design work into it. There's just space to extend outwards. And the same is true if I increase the number of labs I have or the number of machines over here making the science packs, I can start using I can just extend. I could double all of this just straight off the side of it, and start producing all the science packs, all the science catalogs twice as quickly. So there's loads and loads of room for expansion. But yes, it's a pain when you're not on that planet because you can't get anything done, and so the Spidertrons are an excellent idea, and I really should get on with it and just build them. But I keep getting distracted by other things. I'm quite easily distracted. I don't know if you've noticed. Right, there we go. I've got them to order a couple of extra ones as well. And I think whilst that's not going to completely fill the rocket, that extra 150 things in there, it's going to take it up to 350. It means I don't feel quite so bad about flying out there. I could grab a couple of extra cargo pods as well. There was seven. No, there was 17 in the logistics network there. That seems to be fine. I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to make my way out there. Right, are we done? I think we are done. Right. I'm I'm going to save, and just in case I need to do some save scumming, um, just in case I realise just after I get there that I've forgotten something really obvious and stupid. And to whoever was asking, 344 hours of on this map. So yeah, just in case I've forgotten something really stupid and obvious, and I need to come back and get it, I'm going to save. I'm going to save. Right. So let's see. Rocket's got stuff in it. No launch trigger, doesn't matter. Going to Ganymede. Going to Ganymede landing pad. Yeah, I think I'm good. Let's go. I've got the weapons, thank you. Oh, I've got some of the weapons. I meant to pick up a load of explosive rockets as well. I forgot that. All right, let's get some rockets. Since I hadn't even left the planet at that point, or at least I hadn't left the planet when you mentioned it. Right. Okay. Also, bots, bring me explosive rocket. I mean, the lightning gun is probably going to be better, or at least as good. Where are explosive rockets? There they are. Yeah, 200 is a good number. I don't... Ooh, do I have any nukes? That's a good idea. Do I have any atom bombs? I do! Score. I've got 8. Okay. Not a huge number, but those might be very, very useful. If I find some... yeah, 5-second rule. Yeah, the rocket hadn't touched the floor, so it's okay to eat it. Right, my nukes are... Oh, let's change weapons there. That was very dangerous. My nukes were selected. I don't want that. I'm not going to run in there with the nukes selected in case there's a biter right in my face. How are we doing? On the way, 200. 600 in storage. Not bad. Where are they even coming from? Oh, down there somewhere. Okay, cool. Yeah, so looking at my weapons, I've got my Tesla gun with 186 ammo plus another 200 here. I don't know why it's that way around rather than that way around. I've got my machine gun with 152 magazines of uranium ammo. I could pick up a bit more of that, I suppose, to bring it up to the maximum 200. I don't know where there is any around here, actually. I can't be bothered. I can't bother to go and find some. It's probably going to be enough. I'm going to be using... I'll use the Tesla gun by choice anyway. And then I've got the rocket launcher and the nukes, just in case I need something with a bit more oomph, should we say. What are the ranges on these? So the rocket launcher has a range of 36. Plus an extra 150%, or maybe that's... Yeah, 150, probably an extra 150% for the atom bombs. The submachine gun has a range of 18. Yeah, cluster grenades are quite a good idea, actually. I don't have any, though, so, yeah. Belt on top of Siler? Oh, yes, well spotted. Thank you. There we go. I don't intend to use them, but it's good to have them just in case. And what's the range on this one? Range 10. So, okay, so the Tesla gun is a really short-range weapon. But it has that sort of... getting everything in the near vicinity kind of effect, which is rather nice. There's still 156 rockets on the way. Where are they? Oh, I see there. Yeah, this is what I was talking about with the bots. They only pick them up from, I don't know, down here somewhere. I'm not sure exactly. But they're still on the way up because they're really rather slow. Exactly. The Tesla gun has the bounce thing, so that makes it rather good from that point of view. So I think, yes, I don't know. All right, let's have the Tesla gun selected as my first weapon, as my primary weapon. And right, let's try and go again. Oh, did I? Is that why it happened? Okay, I didn't. Oh, he's up there. No, up there. No, it's all in the Roboport area. I've got the best level of armor I can make. I haven't gone for shields because apparently that has issues with jetpacks. If you fly, it goes a bit funny. So I've gone for the slightly lower tech alternative. Right, here we are. Oh, when I ran south. Okay, maybe then. Right. Well, just in case things go horribly wrong, horribly wrong, let's put up a warehouse here, and I'll dump my inventory into it just in case I don't come back. Although that said, I'll probably be going back to try and get my stuff anyway. Most of this I don't want. I do want the rockets. I don't need life support. Oh no! Ah, stop it! Bad robots. Right. I need that. I need those. I need to swap this over. Okay, so I don't want that or that or that or that. I do want all of those. I don't care about that actually. Let's put the thruster suit back in there because the more of these I've got, the faster I can move if I need to. Although it might actually the pyramid might count as inside, so I might not be able to fly with them anyway. Other than that, I think I'm probably good. Probably ready to go. Don't think I need any. Don't think I need any of that. I mean, in hindsight, actually, I've just thought maybe I should have brought some turrets with me, and I could have shoved them down for extra bit of extra firepower. But I'm hoping that I'll be able to retreat if things go horribly wrong, or save scum. So right, let's go and investigate. Oh, jetpack fuel, excellent shout. I don't know if I'm even going to make it back. Let's not fly over the lake. He says flying over the lake. Yes, jetpack fuel is a very good call. I would be very sorry if I didn't have any of that. Let's not stand on the railway lines because I could just notice that your light's gone yellow. Yeah, 4 sticks. 4 sticks, so that'll be enough. Now, part of me is assuming that if I go into this pyramid, I'm assuming I can just walk straight back out again. And that means if there's... Oh dear. Thanks for the vote of confidence, Mark. I'm hoping that assuming I can just walk in and back out again, that means if there is anything in there that's too scary, I can run away, and then I can stick my head in, drop a nuke, and run away again, and that will sort things out for me. Okay, here we go. Right, I've got the Tesla gun selected. I wonder which does more damage. I have no idea. This is 24 plus 28. This is unknown amounts of damage. Why does it not tell me how much damage it does? I don't know which weapon. Oh, well, we'll try this weapon. All right, here we go. Actually, you know what? Just in case it's stupid, let's save first. All right, here we go. Oh, okay, that's quite a lot of biters. I'm gonna walk in, fire the nuke, walk out again. Tactics. Oh, gold. That was a lot of damage very quickly. I think that was from a spitter. Because I didn't even try to see if I can fly in there actually. Yeah, because I wasn't moving, I probably just got hit by a spitter immediately, and that did loads and loads of damage. I don't think I even managed to get a nuke off. I'm not sure if I even had them selected. All right, let's try it again. Wait for the boom. There's supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom. Did that even explode, do you think? Yes, it did. Excellent. Right, so this is a reasonable way to deal with them. Cowardly, but reasonable. A bonuses tab. Oh god, where's my bonuses tab? Is that in here? I don't know where my bonuses tab is. um, oh, up here. Ah, I see. Trains, tips, bonuses. Right. Um, plus 110%, plus 170%, plus 100%, 70% shooting speed. I mean, okay. It doesn't give me it as a number though. I wanted to actually just directly compare the numbers and see which was going to be more effective, but yeah. Okay, that seems to have scared them back a bit. That wasn't doing huge amounts of damage, hence running away. Ah! uh, right, now I need to get back up there again. I should have just stuck with the nukes tactic. That was working so well. So who had? So when did you post that, Mark? It definitely wasn't more than 10 minutes ago. So I'm not sure it was even 5 minutes ago. I might have managed to die even quicker than you predicted. Have I mentioned recently that I'm not enormously good at combat? Yes, that is a worry. I'm hoping that they're going to have just sort of wandered away from it a little bit because they did before. When I went in, lobbed in the last time I went in there, or the previous time I went in there, they'd wandered up a bit further north, so they got a bit further away from the body. 3 minutes. I guess that's why I do admit to being no good at combat. I did notice there was what looked like a magic circle in there, so there's obviously some sort of weird wizardry going on in this game. Now this is a little bit annoying because I can't use the long reach to grab it from outside here, so I'm just going to need to stick my head in. Oh no, they are actually right there. There's nothing I can do about that. Unless maybe these side doors go in a different place in there. I want to heal first, but oh no, they go in the same place. It's the same idea. It's the same idea. Damn it! I was hoping that would come in over here somewhere. However, they have now all run away except for that spitter. So maybe I can run in and. All right, I'll try it once more. And if this fails again, then I'm sorry. I'm just going to save scum it because it's that sort of it's a bit unreasonable going through a door and immediately getting ganked by all of the enemies. I hope you won't look down on me too much for the save scumming. Oh, okay. I believe chests don't normally survive nukes. Maybe I need to be a little bit more careful. Tell you what, I'll get in there and have a look, try and get my body, and see if the chest is still there. If either of those fail, then I shall reload and try again, because the whole point of going into these things is to investigate the excitement of the chests and things. So if I've blown it up, then it was just a big waste of time. Yeah, and I'm glad I saved just in case I needed to scum. Ah, you can't move while you're picking a thing up. Made it. Did anyone see whether the chest was still there? I was too busy concentrating on about a million other things. Great, thank you. Oh, I've got a medikit because I died. Use medikit. Right. I'm going to use the Tesla gun because that doesn't require aiming, so I can just stick my head in, blast, and then get out again very, very quickly. Because with them all lurking around the doorway, it's a bit ridiculous. So I think that's probably the way to do this, and hopefully get back out again before my health drops noticeably. Jet, think I can fly in with the jetpack on? Let's try this. All right. That was less effective than I hoped. Yeah, okay. I'll wait for my. I can't heal up. I don't have any medipacks, so it's Oh, because the jetpack will stop me from flying out of there because I can't go through the doors of the jetpack running. I don't know. Um, yeah, I can't build any medipacks because I've not got the stuff. I've got full armor again, so the armor will take the brunt of the damage, I think. Okay, let's give this a try. See what happens. Oop. Well, I got some damage done. Now they're all going to run down to the doorway again. It's a real shame that this side door doesn't go in somewhere completely different, so you can attack them from multiple fronts, and just go in and. I'm really doing a number on these rocks out here. Ah! Oh, for goodness sake! That was just standing in the goo. Had been a spitter there. gone to the wrong place. That needs a load. Right. So we're starting again. Head in, nukes, head out again. I'll see if I can get off about 3 of them before the biters notice me. And this time I shall try not to stand in the goo. Oh, just in time. I can't fly over the gaps. Right. Okay. Yeah, that's going to be confusing and difficult to deal with, especially when I'm full on panicking. So I shall yes, stick like this. Okay, so that was a couple of nukes. That did a fair amount of damage to them, I think. My personal laser defenses attack the near ones fairly effectively. So now I'm going to go in there and try and clear out the ones that are lurking by the door again. I only got 1 nuke off, actually, so not quite as good as I thought. That was quite good, I think. Yeah, exactly. Too many things to think about. My brain can't cope with that, especially not in this temperature. I'll just keep battering the hell out of these rocks out here when I come back with the laser gun still firing. I think to an extent I'm relying quite a lot on my personal laser defenses to do quite a lot of the damage, because they can obviously just aim without me having to think about it. I probably should have, in fact, in hindsight, since I'm not trying to fly around in there, I should have just replaced all the jetpacks with more laser defenses. But I didn't think of that, and I've not got any more with me. 5 will have to be enough. Oop, there's a couple of biters waiting for me right inside the doorway. That's very unhelpful, don't they? Don't they know that that's where I go in through? It's almost like they're defending the place or something. Oh. I'm fairly sure I'm doing damage to them, but I can't really tell because I just go in, give them a quick blast, and come back out again. It's not like I can run away and then have a look to see how they're getting on. Oh, very well, excellent. So there's biters over there, nest over there. Sorry. Right, that was a successful nuke, I think. I should have followed it up with some lightning, of course, but it was still that was successful. That was, I think, pretty successful. Is there another nest up there? There is. And then back to the lightning gun. Right. Piece of cake. Why was everyone saying it was so hard? Right, so we have a chest with speed module 9. Nice. I mean, I'm not really sure I have any particular uses for that, but it's still very nice. I feel like I should be doing something with the magic circle. Maybe that comes later. I'm going to guess it's something to do with the deep space science, because they're not even things I can select. I can't even look at them. So I think that must be something else. Something for later. Yeah, it was 3, wasn't it? There's one up here, there's one over here, and one over here. Oh no, I think there was another one down here as well, but it wasn't very big. And actually, looking at the corpses and all the goo on the ground, I think there's probably one. I think there's probably one here, one here, one here, one here, one here, and possibly, I don't know. What's getting destroyed? Oh, it's on Myokin. That's fine. Don't care about that. Make a screenshot. What? Sure. And yes, journal. Good idea. Journal. I encountered a cavern beneath Pyramid Strait protrusion on Ganymede and found a dark and dangerous chamber. Chamber had 2 ancient cartouches on the ground, one large, one small. Both had multiple glyphs on their surface, along with other circles and lines. The glyph at the centre of the large cartouche seemed to be the most significant in whatever information the system was trying to convey. Whatever the information is, it is formatted unlike anything else I've ever seen. Behind the cartouches is some kind of raised cylinder containing a powerful device that I can use as a module. Modules of this quality are so valuable that it is worth trying to find more of these structures. Maybe it's time for some archaeology. Task satellites to find similar structures. Yeah, sure. I mean, they're basically... I found 12 of them, apparently, already. So, it's already doing quite well. Oh, right. I see what you mean. So that's something, yeah, something to look into. Um, yeah. Where can I stand so I'm not covering any of it? No, and have as much detail as possible. Take a screenshot of... Oh, that area. That'll do. Right, I have a screenshot. Excellent. Yeah, that's true. If you find a mystery, it's worth having a look at and taking pictures. Yeah, because this may be some ancient language I need to decode later, and it'll save me having to come all the way back here. And as we know, Ganymede is a long way. Oh yeah, true. No, I think that that screenshot was probably good enough. Night vision. Does it make much of a difference? Oh, it does actually. Yeah, all right. Let's take another one. There we go. Right. Well, that was exciting. Very mysterious. And yeah, I now have a tier 9 speed module. So how fast is that? 400% plus 400% energy consumption plus 100% speed. So it literally doubles the speed of anything I put it in. And obviously I can put in put more of them on put more than one of them in a machine should I feel the should I feel the need. Now, see if I start actually making those. Now, I imagine they're horrifically expensive in the resources they require. I can fly again now. Then, yeah, I can make things go incredibly quickly with that. That's plus 100% speed is amazing. Right, so back to the original. I was going to say the main reason I came here. I mean, it's not entirely true. A large part of the reason I came here was to investigate that pyramid thing, and maybe I'll fly over to Myokin in my spaceship. So that shouldn't be too difficult. Although taking off again might be beyond the amount of fuel I have in the thing. Oh, YouTube has just started complaining that it's not receiving enough video data to maintain a smooth stream. How does it look for you guys? It looks okay on the preview, so it's just moaning about it. So I thought I should probably check. Right, so the other reason I came out here was to start building more mines. So this is my construction train for here. Let's bring that to the uranium ore drop station because that's a good place to put it. And I want you to wait there until full cargo, sure. Okay. All right. As long as it still looks basically okay, then I'm not going to worry too much about it. Right. This, I believe, is a file, which is nice. What's there? Oh, up here. I probably don't care. The mine is virtually empty, and I think the copper that I do use around here is now coming out of here. So, yeah, thanks for pointing that out, but I actually don't care at all about the copper mine. I don't even know how it's being powered. There's a row of pylons running up to it. All right. So, firstly, let's turn that alt mode back on again because that seems to have got turned off somehow. Right, train of thought. Okay, I need all of this stuff again. Boop. I need all of this stuff again, but not quite immediately. So that's got like 1,000 rail in it. Oh, I should probably start off by building the second power nuclear power plant. Actually, that would be a good idea. So I'm going to. Did I keep a copy of it? I did. Excellent. So I'm going to put this in. Here seems reasonable, I guess. It's. Or here. No, actually, let's put it here. Ponk. And then I'm going to need to run roboports down to get it to actually build. But that's fine. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Thank you. Yes, my armor is currently in going out and taking names and kicking butt mode or something along those lines. kicking names and taking butt, or whatever it was Mantis said. I think I'm pretty sure there's a Guardians of the Galaxy reference in there somewhere, but I'm not. But I'm pretty sure, also pretty sure, I butchered it completely in my attempts to say it. Okay, so put that there. Right, that's now linked to there. Good. And boop, off go all the bots. Excellent. The other thing I'm going to do. Do I have a? I've got these. These will do. I'll run a row of these along the bottom of here, and unload the chests and unload all the stuff I brought by rocket into those, because that's where that gets it onto the logistics network and means everything else can grab it. Yeah, I knew Mantis had said something like that, and I realised halfway through sort of what I was trying to say or what I wasn't trying to say. I don't quite know, but yeah, I knew it was some sort of Mantisism. Okay, that should be. Oh, hey, Solar Wolf, welcome to the channel, welcome to the stream. I'm afraid you've missed me going off and banging my head against the aliens that live in the weird pyramid thing. But now instead I'm making a nuclear power plant down here, and I should have put in a radar down there as well. So let's do that now, so that I can actually see what's going on. Let's put it where there's power as well. There we go. So the idea, yeah, the bots are now. What we're doing up here, we are unloading. Yeah, we're unloading the rocket landing pad that I just flew in with. All that goes into these chests. So now we've got an absolute bot frenzy going on while the bots try and organize it. So we've got the logistics bots will tidy up the stacked rocket sections eventually, because these chests are all demanding as many of them as possible. All right, Peter. Well, thanks for watching. Yeah, there's a bit more to go on here, a bit more to do on this planet, so I'll carry on with that. And yeah, maybe another time maybe I'll take on the one on Myokin, see how many more planets I can do as well. And then so I brought all the stuff I need for the nuclear power plant. That's been brought over here and built up, and the bots should just get all of that done for me, which is not really easy. I will need to link in the water feeds and the fuel feeds. Those I will have to do manually, but that shouldn't be too difficult. That's just a little bit extra. Except I didn't make any offshore pumps, but never mind. So the next thing, while that's getting on with that, I'm going to flit over here and grab some of the stuff I need for mines. So I'm going to need a lot of belts, going to need a lot of mining drills, and I want to transfer all of that into this train up here. So we want belts and mining drills and underground belts and splitters, and yes, we'll need some inserters and we'll need some filter inserters. Lots of this other stuff I don't actually need. I could leave some of it behind, but basically the most important thing at this point is just getting everything into the trains that I'm going to need over there. And I'm going to need a lot of miners. I always need a lot more miners and a lot more belts than I expect to, so I'll grab a lot of these. And that's probably going to be enough. Let's go off and set one mine up and see how we go, and then I can come back and do the next one and then I can go straight off to do a second one, or come back if I run out of stuff. So the first one I'm going to do is this one down here, because it's quite close to this railway area. This railway is almost all the way out to the patch, and it's massive. 19 million is a lot of vulcanite. Power poles is a good call. I do have some in my inventory. I'm going to hope now, having forgotten it completely, I'm going to hope that's enough. And if not, I shall go dope and probably go and get some more. Okay, down here I want to build out the railway like that, and then I want to get the train onto it, and then we use the magic of Fal. And then we discover the magic of a hole in the water, of a big puddle of water. Is there room to do a 180 here? I think there is. Yes, there is just. So I'll build the main line like this. I should have just built the original one out like that. And out to about here. And then from here we want to go out to there, like that. Robots? Go magic robots. Oh no, I don't. There's the thing Tristan reminded me about. I need to take out some weapons and put in some robot ports. There we go. Go magic robots indeed. Now I can signal this up a little bit. Head back over, and I think I'll put in the mine before I put in the station. I think that's probably a better way to do it. I'm probably going to put the station in about here, I think. But if I put the mine in first, then I don't need to worry about any sort of running out of. Do I have any mine? Ooh, here we go. It's a bit of mine. It's a minor mine, should we say? Um, sorry. Yeah, if I put these in first like that, then I don't need to worry so much about running out of room for the um, balancers and things that I'm going to need to put in. Why are they? Oh no, they are there. I just couldn't see them against the red. I'll probably make a larger blueprint than this for my next out of this one for my next mine. Don't worry, I'm not going to be quite so slow for the whole thing, but still, that seems to have worked quite well. Yes, the power. Oh, I could. That's a thought. I could, but no, I think I want to have it separately because at the moment there's not enough throughput on these. I'd have to upgrade these to blue belts for it to be worth it. So no, I think I'm going to make a second station. I think it works better like that for the way I'm doing this. It's more places to fill up with the resources if I get to the point where I do actually manage a surplus. So there's a larger buffer. Okay, so that's reminded me that up here stations are only four carriage stations. So we need a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to 4. That is something I believe I have in the magic bag of holding. Let's put that there. I need to go like this. Dumpty dum, dumpty dum. I should have put this down at the bottom. Actually, come to think of it, the what's the word I'm looking for? What am I trying to say? Oh yeah, the balancer. I should have put it at the bottom, and then it'd just been easier to wire it in. But never mind. Probably save some belts, but I think I brought enough belts that it shouldn't be a problem. No. I mean, ideally, I'd have put that in one square higher, but never mind. It doesn't actually matter. Right, and then we have the power supply. Goes from there. Doop, 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 doop. Everything's running, I think. How are we for power at the moment? Not very satisfied. Okay, never mind. So this is on the. Yeah, that'll be all right. If I copy this station, everything will be on the right side of the rails. Basically, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, there's a splitter. Put that in there. That'll work nicely. Belts, 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 belts. And bots to finish that off. Bots to finish that off. And just like that. Oh, I've run out. Pfft, I didn't bring any splitters and underground belts. And I don't think I put any in. Oh, yes, I did. Excellent. The fortuitousness, something, a word, something like that makes a bit of sense, has saved me, so I'm able to actually fill this up. And right, there we go. That is a stonking quantity of vulcanite coming out of there. Now, I could use faster belts here. I could use productivity modules. I could use stuff like that. Oh, okay, Solar. Thanks for the Well wishes. Yeah, I could use faster belts in here. I could use productivity modules which slow them down but produce more and stuff like that because I'm only using these belts about 50, these miners to about 50% of their effectiveness. However, the miners on the very beginning of this, they've only got, actually that one's got 13,000. That's a bad example. That was 4,000, 8,000. The ones along the back edge and the very top and things like that tend to have much smaller quantities that they're going to be able to pull up. So that means after they rip up what they're working on, it will have a smaller patch in the middle, as you can see. And if you look at how big the ore patch basically fills this mine area, whereas over here the mine area is significantly bigger because all of these ones around the edge have run out because there was much less of the resource in those areas. So the speed it's going at now is going to be its fastest, and I need to put some belt inserters in as well. Some of them and some of them. Steel chests. That's the thing I didn't bring. I've got 39 of them, so that's enough for 2 more of these stations, and I can make more of them. I've got a steel supply out here on this planet, so it's not a serious problem. It's just a thing I forgot. Right, one. I'm going to head out to here, and I'm going to build the railway line down, and then I'm going to see what I'm missing. So we don't want that. We don't want that. We do want that. So yeah, build the railway line down there, start building up things a little bit, and then just get things more or less working as they should. And that way I can see what I'm missing, come back and get those things, because there's bound to be something. I've got an inventory full of rock as well now, which is another thing to deal with. Times at 9:30. Okay, I've got um another while before I need to finish. Now, normally an area like this, I would definitely go in and signal it with chain signals. And in fact, I will. I'll be good. But it does occur to me that in this particular case, it doesn't really matter because there's so few trains flowing around this area that it shouldn't be a problem. Gridlock. Oh, that's true. Yes, I was I was going to say I'm not aware. I wasn't aware of that as a thing. That's not actually true. I'd I'd read the Friday Factorio facts about it, so I was aware that the locking onto grids thing was a thing, but I've never actually used it. I probably should investigate, really, shouldn't I? It's all those quality of life features in Factorio that they put in, and I've just gone, oh, that sounds like a good idea, and then never actually used. There we go. Slightly over chain signaled, but best to have too many than too few, I reckon. Okay, so can I go due south? Yes, if I go due south from here, I'll go past that one, and I'll go down into the vicinity of these 3. So I'm going to head due south until I hit the lake, and then turn round. Or rather, due south until just before I hit the lake, to be fair, and then turn around. Oh, out of signals. That I can help with. Here, have another 50. Why is there a bot out of the train? Oh, I bet it put down a ghost signal because it ran out of signals. Do. Somewhere down here, there's the lake on the radar. Somewhere down here, I'm going to want to suddenly turn round. Yeah, there we go. And the lake looks a lovely blue colour on the radar, but then in real life, in inverted commas, as soon as I see it in the actual game itself, it's got that nice polluted green colour. So it's not quite as clean as it looks on the map. I was going to say I'm surprised the pollution's made it this far out. I'm actually, now I think about it, I'm not actually surprised the pollution's made it this far out because there is nothing on. Oh, I'm out of rails. I've got like some in my inventory, I think. Yeah, I've got 18. Great. Sure, have those. How much further can I get with them? Not all the way. About that far. There we go. Okay, lots of reversing is going to be required. Oh dear. Uh, tum tum tum. Right. And I was aware that rails were one of the things I was potentially going to run out of. I was hoping it'd be I was hoping I'd get away with it, but it was not to be. God, it's quite a big area though. All right, let's go on a resupply mission. So, train, take me to here. Uranium ore drop. Go. Right. Until empty cargo, because I'm not going to empty it. And hopefully, and I believe the inserters on the uranium station should be programmed so they will only remove uranium from the train. So it won't matter if I just steam in there with this. It won't unload any of this useful stuff I've got in the in the train. Why is there a moaning up at the uranium station? Oh, it's because those are logistics chests. Okay, fair enough. Okay, while I'm here, I'm going to pipe in this. Yes, that's good. That's some good English. Oops. No, don't do that. Instead, I'm going to bring those over here. And I'm going to remember once again at an inconvenient moment that I forgot to make any offshore pumps. Right, so where does this go in? This goes in here. And of course there's a load of rocks in the way because this is Ganymede, a very, very rocky planet. Let's destroy some of this so I can at least get it out. Run that. Let's take the easy way, go round the rocks instead of through them. And then this one needs to come back out. So many rocks. Cross this way. I think that's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, that's okay. And I need this to actually be on the. Actually, it doesn't matter whether it's which side of the belt it's on, which side of the other belt it's on. So let's just stick with this side because it's easy. I'm glad I brought a lot of belts because this is getting through them. I hadn't really considered how many I was going to need for this part of the build. There we go. That'll feed them onto there and actually onto the correct side of it as well. That's even better. It's going to take a while for this to fill that back up again. So we've got the amount of. It's going to take a while for this to refill the nuclear fuel pods again, nuclear fuel cells, because there's only one machine making them. But once we get into the position, you know what I could do? Now there's effectively two machines making them. But we'll be even more short of power, so that's probably a really silly idea. Okay, but there's enough. The rest that got dumped around here is going to be enough to keep this going for a very, very long time. So these are going to be warming up now, and while they're doing that, I need to make some offshore pumps, which I can't do because I'm missing. I need copper and iron. That's not a problem. I have quite a lot of that up here because I've got the system here building it both for the delivery cannon. No, I never did delivery cannons here. I've got the machines building it up here for the for making the. Hello, give. Thank you. Oh, there isn't any in there. Making it for the meteorite defense weapons. That's what I've been trying to say for the last 5 minutes, while I've been monkeying with other things as well. And that was another thing I wanted to build up actually. So over here, there was a problem that there weren't enough power poles coming out here. So I want to actually build out another set of these. I think this is probably going to be overkill, but I think having more of these meteor defense guns than I actually need is the way to go. I remember I did a load of maths on a video ages and ages ago when I first started using the meteor defense guns, working out exactly how many you needed for what probability of actually defending your base against any individual meteor strikes, given that we know how the maths works. And I think I reckon that it was if you had I think if you had something like 6 or 8 meteor defense cannons, you had virtually 100% chance of protecting against a meteor strike. And oh dear, those fuel cells have all gone in on the wrong side. That's really annoying. My fault, of course, but still, they're all on the wrong. They're all on the outside of the belt, which is where the the what do you call these things? Reactors. There we go. That's the word I was looking for. Which is where the reactors are going to try and put their spent cells. So I need to grab all of these, fill up my inventory, of course, put them all back down again over here. They should be on the inside of the belt. I can't put them down because I'm too far away. So I've got long reach for pickup, but not for put down, which is weird. Never mind. It wasn't too much of a hardship to run over here. It takes less time than it does to actually put all the damn things down, I can tell you that much. So yeah, as everyone's probably, well, may or may not be aware, the slight downside, it's not a major downside, but a slight downside of the nuclear reactors is that they always burn fuel. They're always running, they're always consuming fuel at a steady rate, no matter whether there's demand on the system or not. So at the moment, well, at the moment they're actually just getting themselves up to temperature, so that's sort of okay. I don't really mind. But it means if I don't start pumping water in soon, then eventually I'm going to start wasting fuel. And, well, you can tell by the amount of this stuff I've got that fuel isn't really a worry. I don't care if we waste a bit of fuel, but eventually it's going to be so. It's something I don't want to be wasting it all the time because that uranium patch is finite. It will eventually run out. Not for a long time, sure, but it will eventually run out. So I don't want to. I don't want that to happen. So I need to get some water into these thingies, into these heat exchange systems. What's the best way to do it? Put it there, I suppose. It doesn't really matter. I haven't got any pipes with me, of course. That would be useful. Let's go and get some pipes. Pipes, 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 pipes. Pipes, pipes. Shoof. Alright, it's down here. You want underground pipes like that, and then above ground pipes like that, and you need a pylon like that to power you. Good, 1. This one needs power. Wave this around. Oh, there we go. That works. And then we need underneath these like this, and a pipe like that. Fill that with water. So that goes to this one. I'm filling the other one up from the other end, which is a little bit weird, but it'll work. So that's this and this. So all of the heat exchangers on this side are working, as you can see by the fact that we've got all the steam happening here and not on this side. There we go. So I now need to do the same again over here. There isn't room to squeeze one in the same way there, so I'm going to put one there and one there, I guess. There's not such great options over here, but it doesn't matter. It'll work fine. What? Oh, what's going on here? What are all these pipes? Let's pick these up and then have a look and see what's not working. So that goes up there, and then we just plink them all in like this and power them as well. Can I get both? Yes, it can. Excellent. Okay, so that column is feeding down into those. That's fine. This column is feeding down into here. That's good. This one is feeding down. This one is feeding down into there. Oh, and this. Oh, right. Okay, yeah. And this one's not. Okay, so we do need another pipe there like that, and now they should all be working. Right, and of course these tanks down here will gradually start to fill up now that we're hopefully got more electricity than we know what to do with. It's not that much more actually. We've got all these assembly machines are using a lot of power. Now that presumably is over here somewhere. Yes, we've got all of these. Now these aren't speed and efficiency moduled. So this was a build I made before I started using beacons and modules and things. I'm not going to fix that because I didn't bring enough modules with me. I didn't bring enough beacons with me, so that was possibly a mistake. But I'm not going to fix it. I'm just going to assume it can deal with the amount of power that's required. I suppose the question is, do I have enough resources to build another nuclear power plant? Let's find out. Let's put another one of these here. And then turn my robots off, but run some roboports over there and just see how much of it gets built. Depending on what we end up with. Oops. We'll see how far we get through this build process with what we've got on the planet. No, just put the place that. Go there, and I suppose there, and yeah, let's make sure this actually has power, like that. Okay, we'll see how far the robots get with this. We're gonna get some warnings that we're missing stuff eventually. Where is it getting? It's flickering around a lot. I'll let that get on with it, and we'll see if we can get that working. Yeah, that seems fair, Spandon. I've done a lot of stuff since. Well, I think, are you back on series 1 or 2 at the moment? So there's, yeah, quite a lot of stuff has happened since then. So oh, I've blocked the place up. Hey, rocket's going. Excellent. So yeah, a lot has been done since then. So it'll probably make more sense to you if you come back later, as it were, and see. I shall carry on doing streams though, so don't worry. You won't really miss out on anything. And I suppose actually, if you want, you can always watch the streams on catch up as well, because they do all stay on YouTube. So if you want to watch tens of hours of me playing this game, then the footage is all there. I'm not sure whether that's going to appeal to anyone. Oh, Series 1, Episode 3. Yes, you will be a while. But still, plenty to keep you entertained, and I'm glad you're enjoying it. That's what matters. Right, let's go and do some more mine building. And also let that uranium train in as well, because that's been sitting there patiently for a little while. And I would be surprised if there wasn't a I'm slightly surprised there isn't a vulcanite train waiting as well. Oh, here it comes. I didn't put a radar down over here. Don't let me forget to do that before I leave. Chat, you're my to-do list. You're my very glamorous to-do list. I haven't brought power down here. Never mind. I'll bring it in a minute. Great. I have noticed actually there's been a noticeable increase in the amount of my videos that have been, well, yes, let's just say yesterday had a lot of views for a day when I didn't release a video or do a stream. So yeah, somebody is watching a lot of my videos at the moment. It may be you, and if so, I thank you. And if not, then well, you're definitely doing your bit towards it. Oh yeah, need to put the rails in the train. Oh yeah, I need to bring more than 130 of them. Oh. I did not get rails because that would have been smart. Go there. On the plus side, I got some rails. I didn't get enough rails. I got enough rails to finish this, to close that gap, but I didn't go, oh yeah, I'm going to be building loads of extra long tracks to go out to where the resource patches actually are. I'll bring more than that. No, because apparently I'm not that foresightful. Not blessed with sufficient foresight. I don't know. Words are difficult. Okay, let's go back to my uranium drop station again and pick up some more stuff. Why is this going trying to go to an iridite drop station that doesn't exist? Let's get rid of that and get rid of that. Dumpty dumpty dum. Right. You know, I'm going to do this the easy way. I would like to have 1,000... No, I would like to learn to play this game. I would like to have 1,000 rails, please. And then I shall fly over to wherever they seem to be coming from in order to make the bots a bit more efficient. That is, if there are even any logistics bots on this planet. Are there any logistics bots on this planet? Yes, there's 55 of them. Why are they not bringing me rails? I don't know why they're not bringing me rails. Oh, it's because I've got this turned off. Turn that back on again. Face palm. There we go. That's not 1,000. Try harder. Oh, they all got flat batteries. Come back and try again. Oh, goodness sake, I'll do it myself. If you want something doing, do it yourself. Right, that'll do. It's not 1,000, it's like 900, but it's close enough. Oh, my inventory's full, that's why. Have 1,000 rails. Okay, train. Take me here. Oh, the bots aren't quite going to make it. Never mind. They can just suffer. Yes, the loop was my main goal. Yes, that was the yeah. I got my primary goal completed. Secondary goal, not quite so much. And tertiary goal, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I've even made up a tertiary goal yet. I could probably manage that ore mine at the top there, but since I'm already down here at the bottom, I might as well go out and do these ones. Right, where is it? Okay, because I don't want to drive my railway line straight through the middle of the ore patch, because then you can't put the rails down. Sorry, you can't put the mines down, and that's silly. So if I go to about here, then turn. Yeah, that's about right. That's about almost exactly where I want to put it, I think. Then I can put the station along here while I drop the mine in. I'm going to carry on with the this pre. I want something that's about 4 times the size of this. So I'll make one that's 4 times the size of this and then start using that in the future. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mine. All mine. Let's do 2 rows there. It's a bit overkill, but I can tidy some of the bits up that I don't need afterwards. And same up here. And then here. And then just delete all of this nonsense up the top. Try with one of these. But let's do that from map mode, because then I can scroll around a bit more easily without having to move my character. Some stuff I don't need down there. There. These belts are spare. Yeah, that looks pretty good. How is my supplies of stuff? I've got lots of drills, I've got lots of belts, and I've got lots of pylons. So I think I'm probably going to be okay here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so we've got... Oh, I've got too much stone. Right, so I've got 9 belts coming out of here. However, this one down here is pretty small, so I'm going to loop that up like this. Bring it across there. Am I going to get all of this? Not quite. Let's put that there and that there. Oh, okay. And I'll link those two together and count them as one belt. Then I can use an 8 to 4 balancer again, which is nice and neat and easy. I do like how easy bots make it to build out all of this sort of stuff like this. It's just so much better than doing anything manually. Where are they going? Did I miss some? Apparently. Right, so I then also need one of those stations that I was using before, which is that one. That can go there. Then I need to put in another one of those 8 to 4 balancers, like this. Probably about here will be fine. Then I need a splitter there. There's too many rocks around here. I can't just draw the belts in the way I want to. I have to, because if you're drawing belts in, why am I doing it? That was a bit silly. If you're drawing belts in and actually placing them as you drag, then the game will try and be smart and put underground belts under all the rocks you encounter. If you just drag, if you shift drag, then it's smart enough to say mark those rocks for deletion, but your bots have to put down all of the belts instead, which takes a bit longer. Whereas just dragging like that is really quick. So it's a bit of a sort of a pros and cons, I guess. And I got stuck. There we go. And then one in there finally to finish it. No, the other way. To finish it off. Right. And then there's power, and I shall remember the radar this time. So put in a radar wherever. Here will do. And then we need to put power from here to there. And then from here we need to carry on with it thither and yon. Has all this been placed? No, because I don't have any rail in my inventory. There we go. Is there anything else I'm missing? Well, I don't want there to be coal in these for one thing. Let's get rid of that. Right, let's have a look on map mode, and then yep, I don't see any purple. Although I do see that I've not. Oh, we haven't powered the radar. That's why that's not being shown. Okay, that's fine. Get in the train, start, and I need to put down power like this. And if we get it into the middle of the track like that, that's probably good enough. Now I'm expecting my trains to essentially go straight up here now. They're not going to come back. There aren't going to be any trains coming out of here and going south. I do need to signal this area up though, especially as I'm now blithering in without any without LTN without FAL to do that for me. Right, good. So that's another one. So there's the one down here now, 12 million. One over here, 8.6, and the one up here is 10. I mean, I feel I should go for the 12. It's the biggest. It seems like as good a reason as any. So reverse back out of here, and then I'm going backwards now just to whip back around the loop so I can head south from the on down the main line and then come back off it again with everything going in the right direction. Otherwise, things will get confused. By things, I probably mean myself. But I do want to put in more of these, like that. And from here, let's say from here, do that. Did I steer in time? I did steer in time, excellent. And then once again, FAL to the rescue. This is so much easier than trying to lay a rail manually or even by bot. It's no easier than laying it by bot, but it is much quicker. And right now, that's what I care about. I mean, I think FAL is one of those things that it could potentially be used in ways that would feel like sort of borderline cheating. Like if you're trying to use it to rush through an area that was going to be under attack or something like that. But in this sort of case, where I'm just using it to put down rails that I'm perfectly capable of putting down myself, it would just take for bloomin' ever. I think it's perfectly acceptable to use FAL for that sort of thing. Right, this is a much smaller physically smaller vulcanite patch, but it's got about as much in it in total. So somewhere in here, there we go. I could put them in like that, but then I'd only get 4 belts coming out. If I put them this way around, then I'll get a lot more coming out. And I think I'll probably get the vulcanite out a bit quicker. So I think that's worth doing. So one there, and then a copy there, and then actually I'm going to need a few more along here because it isn't quite enough. And also like this. I do want to get as much out of this patch as I can, basically. So that's why I'm making sure I do, making sure I add the little extra bits on like that. And then we have a belt coming down there as well. My infantry foot is. This train is going to be full of stone fairly soon. How many belts have I got now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 again. And I think this time these two end ones are both pretty minor belts. So, no, that's not what I meant to press. I meant to press that. Too many controls. I just can't cope. Oh, actually, I'm going to need that one. Right, so... That's not a bad idea, actually. Yeah, crafting landfill. I mean, I don't really need very much in the way of landfill, but it is a good way to get rid of it. I was using that a bit on some of the other planets because a lot of the processing steps produce lots of stone. Until I realised just how much sand, or rather how much glass I need in this game, I started using it all for that instead. I was turning a lot of it into the overflow into landfill, just because yeah, as you say, it stacks so well. All right, another of those 8 to 4s seems to be kind of standard along here, but that's not a problem. Put that there. Oops. Let's see. So that's going to come out there. That's going to come in there, and there, and there, and there, and oh yeah, I'm all right. Just that was lucky. I mean, I suppose I could have done something weird with this. Have this one go across here, and yeah, I could have made more fit, but I feel quite lucky that did fit. I saw it getting down to 1 belt left in the current stack and went, oh no, I hope that's not the end of the stack. But no, it wasn't. It was all right. Okay, judging by the number of bots that aren't leaping out of me as I fly over, I think that's complete. Let's put in the station and then link them up. There. Yeah, Ganymede is a very rocky planet. There's a huge number of just those stones and everything lying on the ground, which makes building a little bit more annoying and awkward than it is on some other places. Right, power from there to there, from there to I guess about there, since I'm trying to run them down the middle of the tracks. And a radar. Need a radar. Have we run out of parts here yet? Okay, there's some bits of railway line missing, but other than that, I think we might be good. More rail, please. Right, that's another one. This is actually pretty easy. It's got to the point where it's relatively easy for me to slap down additional mines because everything is already specced and really. It's ridiculous. Right, fine. Have an extra power pole. See if I care. That was literally 1 or 2 squares out from reaching. Oh well. I don't think I'm going to run out of these on the way up this route. Okay, that should now all be working. Let's check. Let's give them a quick check. There's a missing pylon there. Okay, I don't know how that happened. I've still got 148 of them, so that shouldn't have happened. But other than that, it seems to be working. All that looks okay. We're on channel 16 on this particular planet. Down here, okay, there's a couple of missing pylons here. Those are the extra ones I put in. I should have realised those would need some extra pylons. And I need to put in a radar over there. Okay, well, I can travel by train now in unprecedented luxury, so let's do so. I still haven't turned. I've installed the mod that sets temporary stations by default to be to do something else, like potentially full cargo. But I haven't actually configured and set it going yet because I gather that there's a chance that it might confuse a lot of my other station. Any LTN trains that are running around when I turn the mod on may have some problems. So at the moment, I'm just doing things the old-fashioned way for now, and eventually I'll get round to having it sorted properly. Okay, so it was literally just some bits. Okay, oh, there's a belt missing as well. Some bits didn't get placed properly. I don't see any purple. I think that's good. And then over. Why has it started going again? I said inventory full as a reason to go, and the inventory isn't full because that wagon's completely empty. That's very strange. Or full cargo rather than inventory full, that one. I'm going on a bit of a road trip now. I shall take the long way to the scenic route in order to get to here, unfortunately, but never mind. That's the problem with I didn't bother making these into full T junctions because the trains will never need to go the other way from them, except when I'm riding in them and I want to get back to a different mine. So yeah, a little bit annoying. Never mind, it's nearly down there again. Actually, no, it's not. It's halfway down. But yeah, all this one needs is a couple of extra pylons on the top here to power these extra mining drills that I've put in. Other than that, it all seems to be happy and it's producing at a decent rate. 2 of the belts have started to back up a bit, which is expected because the belts that are feeding out from them are getting cut down to not very many. By which I mean we're combining 4 belts down to 8 belts down to 4. So if the belts are on average more than half full, then they're not going to all flood through. But that's fine. It is so there's the couple that are running better than the others are starting to back up a little bit, but I don't care about that. See, once again, it started moving just because I got in the train. I don't really understand why, but maybe that's something to do with the mod. I don't build the power poles with file because I've never got around to setting it up, is the honest answer. It may just be a case of ticking the box here, actually, and it will just do it for me. I probably should. I don't know, I haven't. Sometimes I don't want the poles out there, because on Norvis I run everything off, all the outposts off solar power. This isn't Norvis, and I'm running them all off grid power, so I probably should be putting the power poles down. And it's only one tick box to tick and untick if I want to change my mind over it anyway. So yeah, no good reason. I really should get file to build the poles as well. It would make things a little bit easier. I apparently need more signals in this area as well. I thought signals... Oh, signals are part of the station. So if there's a train stopped in the station, then yeah, sure, it'll work. But if the train has just come out of the station... Stop. If the train has just come out of the station, then it won't, because the train will be on the main line at that point. Where is it? Where's the radar? It's down here. There's the radar. Blonk. Right. So that gives me decent radar coverage. I think those two radars have probably joined coverage area now, and that's joined onto this one as well. So that's quite good. Over here, right, we're missing quite a lot of turbines by the look of it. So I could turn this into a 2-reactor power thingy. That might be a good idea. There's probably enough for that, just about. Although that said, actually now we're laughing for power, so I don't think there's any need. Is that because? Oh, it's because there wasn't any vulcanite coming in. So even despite the extra stations, it's still a bit short. That's 10k 16. Oh, I've only, I suppose one of them's there's only been one for a short time. No, that one's been there for ages. This one's probably only just got to the point where it's ready to load, and these two are so fresh they'll have only got, well, 15,000. Okay, that's, I mean, that is ready for a train to come and pick up, actually. So there shouldn't be a vulcanite shortage anymore. Yeah, because that's gone yellow again already. So even though there's still some left in these chests, there's still another train. Although actually looking at the gaps in these chests, that is very nearly finished. I may need to, if it's going to pump it through at that sort of rate, I may need to set this to 2, train limit of 2. Here. Or maybe I'll just leave it running and sort of think it's probably going to catch up. I don't know. Oh, and my train's in the way as well. Go back to uranium drop. Oh, I'm not in it. Alright, I'm going to travel the old-fashioned way. Let's have a look at this while we're passing. And have another radar up here as well. Yeah, and that looks like more than half of the turbines have been placed. And if I do this, we're going to have basically all of the tanks. I'm kind of tempted to just set this up and have it run anyway, and just replace and take out some of these rows of turbines and yeah, let's do that. So if I take out all of this, and all of this one, then that should be enough. Maybe is that enough turbines? No, not quite. Oh, maybe. I can't tell. No, there's one missing. Oh. Oh, none missing. Excellent. We have, okay, so taking those out, this will run at 75% capacity. So I haven't put in the water pumps for it yet or any of that sort of stuff, which I probably should do. Well, I'm going to have to do if I wanted to actually, run at all. That'd be a good idea. Let's make some more offshore pumps then. Are they in here? Yes. And I'll plumb some of the steam pipes from the ones that aren't being used in a way that they will still be used. So that's 1 pump, 2 pump. That's this side, and then down here, need another 2. There and there. Give some power. That hasn't actually given them power, I know. I'll fix that in a moment. Is that a water input? Yes, that's a water input. Excellent. Give that a pipe. And then here, this one needs to come over like this. Actually, let's run that up north about this point. Actually, don't need to do that. And then that, and that. Pipe on the corners. And then power for that, like so. Right, this should all now function. I'm going to connect this pipe to here, so we'll have twice as much steam being passed through there. It's a bit of sort of a pass through, which is a bit crap, but you know, it needs to come from somewhere. And then here, that's this pipe. So we'll have that pop up there and join into that one. So we've got two banks feeding into those pipes, which, as I say, is not ideal, but it will work. It shouldn't give us any problems. Down here, we need to actually. I'm gonna use a splitter again. So there's going to be we're going to leave a decent amount of the fuel in that one. Oops, I've put it in on the wrong side again. This can come in along like. So if I bring it up here and do the change over about here, we can, let's see, so the fuel needs to be on the inside. It's going to be on the bottom side. It's going to needs to go onto the inside. So if I do this and then that and that, yeah, that'll work. And then I need to put in the splitter that makes sure that only the spent fuel cells are released here. Oh, fine. And that's these ones. And then we can run a belt down from there and join it onto this belt, like so. Boom. I'm not sure where this belt came from, but I'm going to get rid of it. And then, oh yeah, that'll be the one. That'll be the equivalent of this one from when the fuel was being fed in from the other side on a different planet. That's fine. And get rid of that bit as well. Right, job's a reasonably good one, except there's a load of tanks missing, a load of steam missing. There was, yes, a load of. It shouldn't. There wasn't enough that went through to block the output. Most there was. Yeah, okay. Any that goes through would block the output. Yeah. All right. That's fix that up. These are presumably not out of fuel because these are full of steam. Yes, they are. Good. And the same probably the same over here. Let's chuck some more of these down onto this belt, onto that side of it. Okay. Bit flickery. Production is very, very low compared to what's being used, but then, as I say, that's a lack of vulcanite being brought in at the moment, which is a bit of a concern given I've just built all those extra stations. Oh, this is probably why. You go to depot, I suppose. Just go. Then we can get the uranium train in. Then, I'm not sure why there aren't more. Where are you going? What are you doing, you stupid train? I told you not to do that. I kind of want to put this train somewhere else. Let's make another place for keeping the file train. Eep, let's not get run over by it. Switch over to manual. There are enough spaces in the depot for these trains. And the fact that all the trains are sat here makes me think there's enough depot for all the trains that I've got running, and there's enough trains for the system the way it is. However, the fact there's no vulcanite here, something's not programmed correctly here, I think. First reactor blink. Yeah, that's fine. They're turned off because these tanks have got so much steam in them that there's no point in these reactors running at the moment. So the reactors will run until they fill their steam tanks up. Then they'll stop getting fed fuel. They'll hold the steam tanks at full for a bit and waste a bit of fuel, to be honest, because I don't actually care. Fuel is cheap enough that I don't worry about that. And then as the steam in these tanks runs down, starts to get low again, then they'll start to then we'll put more fuel in them and they'll run again. So them blinking like this is all fine. These ones running is expected. It's got up to 560 degrees. Good. These are starting to run. These are starting to fill up with steam. Yes, everything is as expected, I think. Okay, so there is a train. Come here. Yeah, that's been my standard for a while across all of my nuclear power plants. I mean, you wouldn't have seen me implement it this time because I was just throwing the power plants together out from blueprints. So it's a thing I've already done. Um, but yeah, it's configured as it should be. So it's 10,000 channel 16, 10,000 number 16. A train has been here actually. I can tell because the inserters have their arms out. So I think that is working. But the fact the fact all the stations are full, but the drop-off station isn't. Maybe I do need either two drop-off stations. I could have two drop-off stations because I'm not using this copper station anymore. That's a thought. Yes, yes. If I turn this copper station into a secondary vulcanite station, then I can have twice as much being brought in, really quite easily. Right, I want to cut that. Try again. I want to cut that there. I want to have. Oh, I see. Oh, so that's the difference. Um, I I do. You're right. Yeah. Hmm. I think now with two stations, that's going to be less of a problem. So what I need to do is upgrade all of this to blue. I think I've got enough bits for that. Need to put in that. Um, I'll bring us across here. Hurrah for the length of blue underground belts. That's rather nice. Put that down there. That can go there. The fact that this isn't getting built is worrying me. Do I not have enough blue belts for all this? Have I got that close and then run out? I think I have. Oh, I saw that there were more blue belts available, so I assumed this was going to be okay. But it's not. There aren't. This isn't going to work. I could leave this as all yellow belts, and that would be... I mean, it would kind of work. It would be better. I could I could scrounge up some blue belts from the other end of this. Because this is feeding many sets of these sort of machines. So if I replace some of these down this end with yellow belts, there's going to be sufficiently little vulcanite by the time you get to here that the yellow belts should be plenty. And this will allow me to scrounge together enough. Oh, this is dirty. To go and put that extra station in. Maybe. Which I'm not sure it will. I forgot I had to upgrade this bit as well. Nope. Let's go and scrounge some more. And again, the first bit of these doesn't need to be blue. Actually, from here it might. Likewise here. This bit can be yellow. This bit can be yellow. Yes, this is dirty, but it's significantly less dirty than trying to make blue belts on a remote, desolate planet that doesn't have half the stuff, any of the stuff set up that you're used to having available for use. So I don't care. I'm going to say it's not dirty, it's resourceful. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. Yeah, maybe I should bump the LTN limit up as well. But I think now having two trains running to these stations, I mean, this one doesn't even. This one's empty and doesn't have a train coming to it. What's going on there? Why is LTN not? This station's full. It's got a train going to it. This station's full. This station's full. All my stations are full, except this one, which is, but it's still sufficiently full. So why? Okay, now there's a train going to it, but why was there not before? Am I short of trains? There's no complaints from Ganymede up here at all. It's all Norvis Orbit saying there's no biological catalogues, which is fine. I know about the old biosludge, which again is fine. I know about it. Okay, there's one on Norvis there and there, but basically this should be absolutely fine. There should be a there should always be one train trying to come to these stations. Also, what the hell's happened here? Did I run out of white inserters? No. Did I run out of blue inserters? No. Did I run out of boxes? No. Why is only half a train unloaded here? What's going on? Have one of my stations not got all of the inserters that it should have? They're both fine. That's fine. That's fine. Oh, I know what it'll be. It'll be because from when I put the belts down. Maybe the belts got put in here first, so this one emptied. Yeah, because there's some. Yeah, if you look, there's vulcanite on all of these, so there has been vulcanite here, and then now these ones are trying to empty to catch up. Maybe that's it. I love this, and by love I mean hate, but it's working so far. Yeah, so this is ridiculous. The in order to get it sound like Porky Pig. In order to get the copper that I need in order to make the ammunition for the meteor defense installations, I've got some core miners over here, and core miners produce lots and lots of different things, some of which I'm not using. So the vulcanite, that's great. I get swept out in use, dumped straight into the vulcanite processing facility. The iron, there's not very much of it, and that gets passed over here and gets used up by preference. So we use that up first for making the acid to make the batteries to make the ammunition. So that gets used up faster. The cop. And no, sorry, and there's a supply of it here from the station as a top up if necessary. Copper gets used, as I said, for making the ammunition. The coal, the stone gets passed on to be turned into glass, like all the rest of the stone that's produced in the system. The coal, at the moment, I'm just passing that round and round with these burner inserters in order to just get rid of the bloody stuff because I don't use it. I suppose actually, come to think of it, now that I'm going to start doing making fuel out of oil, I could use coal liquefaction up here to get rid of it and just turn it straight in and turn it into some extra oil for the rocket fuel. So that's probably quite a good idea. I'm glad I thought of it. However, we do seem to now have a decent flow of vulcanite coming through here. I mean, that's not full again. That's not full again. But it's... Is it good? It's better. But it's still... Alright, I'm gonna make these train limits too and see if that sorts everything out. Did I do that properly on the first one? Yes, I did. Okay. So there's no trains with this stop at the moment. There's 2 trains with this stop. Is that a shortage of trains? No, there's still 2. Okay, these are both. Let's give that a name. Things are better. But there's no train found. I've run out of trains though, so I need to expand my depot. That's fine. I guess I'll do that. We've got to that point of the episode now where the yaks are getting shaved, I think. I need to pull up this entire belt full of rocket fuel. Oh, inventory's full. Ah. Okay, copy. Oh dear, more stuff in the way. I think I'm probably going to move this when I do the expanded fuel production system that I'm going to do at some point or another. Conveniently, I brought some more train parts up here, so I can put in another couple of trains. That's good. This actually needs to be linked in properly. There we go, and there we go. Right, job done. I've lost track of how many trains I've actually got now, which is slightly unfortunate. But never mind. Do 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 do. Okay, 10:30. I think that's about time to call this a stream. So it's been quite productive. I finally managed to after about an hour and a half. Finally managed to make it out to Ganymede. So that was I'm dropping on the floor. So that was a good start. I then went in and I had a poke around inside my first pyramid, and apparently it was an easy one. I only died twice, three times. I can't remember exactly. Who cares? Um, I then built up these extra mines out here, so that's given me a lot of extra vulcanite potential. I hope it better do. Yeah, the station seem to have. Well, one of them is full enough that they're all flowing. And oh yeah, thank you. Let's do that while I think of it. Depot time go. Right. Yeah. So so yeah. That should now allow the train to start hopefully being between the two stations here, the four mines, and the gosh, yeah, and the fact they've increased these to two trains per station, which we seem to have hit. So there's four trains. Yeah. This seems to be. I'm hoping that this is now going to run at the speed that I wish it to become accustomed to. We shall see. The other thing I wanted to do on Ganymede before I leave and head back to Norvis and Norvis Orbit and just start working on things back there again and sort of hopefully getting things done is to build up a fuel processing facility that's going to run off the oil supply that's coming in from this station here, and start making rocket fuel out of that instead, because that's going to be, I think, a significantly better way to do it than turning vulcanite into rocket fuel, because I actually want the vulcanite, and whilst it's not taking a huge toll on the amount that's being pumped through here, it's definitely reducing it a bit. So I think I would rather it were a bit more efficient. Why is this rocket not going anywhere? Um, let's have a look at that. So this is the sort of thing I've been talking about before, where we've got the stone is being produced as an overflow. So that's going in down here, where it's being crushed into sand and then made into glass to be put into this rocket, and stone into this rocket, which are then being shipped off to wherever it's needed. But apparently we don't actually need any glass anywhere. That's a bit of a turn. Makes a bit of a change. So all of that excess stone is being turned into landfill and just dumped unceremoniously in this warehouse, which, I mean, there's quite a bit of room there, but it is going to fill up eventually. My hope is that once the bases all start running properly... Oh, I know what I can do. There's a landing pad on Norvis, which is a sort of an optional glass input, which is this one. Yeah, this is a glass station. So if I just call this glass drop, then we'll get a rocket here. And then I can switch it back over to glass drop Norvis, maybe. Yeah, there it goes. Yeah, because stone does seem to be in slightly short supply on Norvis, so I do want to keep the. If I want to try and keep things balanced, basically. So that's yeah, that's good. We can now load another rocket up with glass from here. Um, hmm. I haven't done the thing where these wait until the rockets fall. Let's do that. I know I keep saying okay, end of the stream. I'm going to end the stream, but this is an important thing. I don't want you to launch unless there's a rocket signal coming out of this. Uh, yeah, unless there's a rocket signal coming. No, naval condition is greater than 0. Get it right. There we go. Now they'll wait for there to be an actual rocket there before they start to load in, and I should do the same for all of these, because otherwise you run the risk of getting a rocket that fills up with stone instead of rocket parts, and you don't get to build a rocket. And I really should do the same up here. Oh, I've done it for these ones. Okay, cool. Those are set up properly. Right, good. So now the stone, as you can see, has stopped flowing down this belt and started flowing down this belt instead, where it gets crushed, smelted, glassed, rocketed. Okay, sorted. Okay, so as I was saying, next time, or to be honest, more likely before the next stream, I shall be I should be putting together a fuel processing facility here, pulling up all of these fuel processing plants and replacing them with ones that are just running off oil, because I think that's going to be a lot more effective. Okay, I think that's all there is for today. Thank you for watching. Sorry you've joined a little bit late, Stephen, and missed most of it. I'm as you can tell, wrapping up now, but there's always the video on demand, so you can see what I've been up to. And one of my GTA videos dropped about an hour and a half ago as well. So because I did this stream today instead of yesterday, the video came out today as well, because I didn't think of rescheduling that as well. So there's something else. If you want to hear more of my dulcet tones, then you can go and watch the GTA video. As I say, they're all good fun. I do recommend them. As I said earlier in the stream, but in case anyone wasn't here then and is here now, I won't be doing any streaming next week because I'm going to be away on holiday. So Monday's Industrial Revolution stream, I don't believe anything is going to be going ahead. There's a small chance that Al might be streaming. I'm certainly not going to be, and I don't think he's going to be either. So yeah, afraid that's not happening. And next Wednesday's space exploration stream also not happening for the same reason. The GTA videos, I believe I've just about got enough now that they are going to carry on coming out next week. So there won't be any of those missed. Factorio videos, we shall see. I mean, I've got some stuff to talk about now from this session, so I'll make a summary video about this. But whether there'll be another one as well depends on how much time I have and what I get done. So yeah, thank you. I shall try and enjoy I shall try and enjoy it. I'm sure the holiday will be good fun. Hopefully the weather holds up in a good way. And so, as always, thank you for watching, and I'll give you a minute or two to watch through the highlights reel of other things that happen on my channel before I stop the stream. So yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.